I have up to a +7 reaction modifier.
All right, so testing.
You're the best bird.
Testing. This is the session 0, part 1 of what I haven't determined the name of this game yet. Because I
gave you a name already.
I'm not using that name. It's way too long.
Exactly. It's perfect.
I mean, Japanese game.
True.
Magic of Tuesdays every Wednesday.
Magic of Tuesdays. Magic of Mondays every Tuesday.
And now Wednesday.
Shut up, fool. All right, so, it just got quiet when I said I started recording. Good job, guys.
What did you expect to happen?
I knew it was going to happen like that. Dear God, okay. Is there anything else? Any questions anybody has before game proper gets started? Because probably going to need 10 more minutes before I can at least, get the thing set up on Roll20.
I do not have any questions.
I'll ask them as they come up.
I bought some stuff as a character, and I don't think I bought all the things that I should have as a character, but most of it's not going to be relevant to games, so I'm not worried.
Probably not.
Yeah, I probably have other gear, but
yeah,
whatever.
You can always probably, pick it up at some point. All right, let's create.
Oh, also, quick note on your base stat sheet, the dodge point thing was not linked to the point. I fixed it on mine, but I'm not sure that's relevant for anyone else.
I made my own sheet
Okay.
because I like Excel.
Okay, I'm pretty sure this is only going to be a launch game. Okay, now... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Exit game.
Oh, no.
Alright, I should probably actually pull up my backstory for that particular terrible pun.
Yep, everybody should... Does everybody have a account with Roll20?
I do. I'm going to be right back.
Yeah.
Gotta stop in the restroom real quick.
I had one from a while ago.
Okay, Will, what email address?
What is Roll20?
So Roll20 is a website, which I will put into a I'm just gonna put it into the rules. Roll20.net, or I just pinned it into Discord. So what you can just click on that, make an account, and I will send you a thing. It's free to sign up. And what you can do is you guys can make like macros and whatnot for rolling, and everybody can have an in-game chat and see. We're going to predominantly use Discord for the in-game chat, but Roll20 is just so you don't need physical dice, and when you roll, it's public for everybody kind of thing. Okay? All right.
Yeah.
Wex, which email are you using for this?
Do you need the email or the username?
Email address to send invite. Or wait, even better. Hold on. I can just send this. Everybody can just click this link. Discord is unable to pin that message. You may have hit the limit of 50 pins in a...
Not on Yahoo, I'm not.
Oh, I abandoned my Yahoo Mail a long time ago.
I've been meaning to,
Okay. In rules, you guys have a pinnable message. Or not a pinnable message, a unpinnable message.
Was that just the link to Roll20?
Below that is the one to the actual game.
I don't see a link to the actual game.
I don't either.
It just links to Roll20.
It should be right below that.
Nope, it just goes to the main page. There you go.
There's
Now
the
I see
link.
it.
Okay, it apparently didn't send and wasn't giving me the broken message thing.
Go figure.
Yep.
Kingdom Hearts RPG.
Yep.
Launch game.
As boring as that sounds. Game settings. Can I change the name on this? Does not.
Ah, first roll is a 9. That's pretty good.
Not bad. Not bad.
I think you've got Roll20 using your mics. You're echoing.
I'm not in it.
Allow me to fix that.
And let's see. Pictures for Kingdom Hearts.
You guys can't hear me twice, can you?
No, you're good, Wax.
I'm not actually in it yet. Let's see. This is the picture we're going to use. Boom.
We're just sticking with Discord for communication, right? So I'm
Yeah.
going to turn both of these off.
Yeah, the only thing we're using Roll20 for is if it's a nitty-gritty battle, I will have something set up.
Oh, hey, we can set our name in this, too.
Yes. Also, you're still echoing, Will.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Maybe I need to...
I just muted him.
Is it still echoing?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just gonna mute you.
I don't know how to change my name though in Roll20.
If you go to settings, you can
That's
hit
real
the
weird.
little gear. You can hit your display name.
Okay, so if you go into settings, you can broadcast, and what you want to receive, you can choose nothing.
Yeah, I've got nothing and nothing selected.
Okay, well, you're now muted. I don't know why. Enable animated graphics.
Oh, reconnect to chat to update settings? Unmute me and see if it's doing it now, Izzy.
Say something.
Is it still echoing?
No, you're good now.
You're good now.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Okay. So what you
I needed to hit the reset button to get back to it.
So what you guys can also do is you guys can make macros. So let's see. Show quick macro bar. Add a macro. Crap, I forget what's the... It's /roll, correct?
/R.
There is one thing we could take advantage of with the thing.
Devin, you're starting to echo.
Yeah. So Devin, what you need to do is you need to go into settings and click disable what you're willing to broadcast and what you're willing to receive from everybody.
And then once you've done it, hit reconnect to update it.
Yep. Okay, so I have 3d6 saved as a macro.
Somebody not have headphones?
Test, test. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but somebody's echoing.
Well, I'm on push to talk, so
Okay, so it's not...
I have a headset.
Actually, might be Devin.
I'm not getting any echo at the moment.
yeah, I don't hear echo either.
Now it's gone. No, Devin dropped out,
Okay.
so yeah, I think that was.
Okay.
Oh,
Huh.
was he still adjusting
weird.
the Roll20 thing?
Yeah.
Well, I just I'm actually going to broadcast video, but I just turned off the audio.
Okay,
Uh,
that must have been what it was.
I mean, I'd recommend turning
Huh.
off both. Because that can...
Why is that?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to broadcast video, that's fine. It's just more reasons for bandwidth to go screwy.
All right.
Yep, because bandwidth hates life. Okay, don't need these anymore. It's sad but true. Okay, so let's see. As a side note, folks, for those of you who haven't done so yet, please send me the most updated copy of your character sheet, either as soon as possible or right at the end of session, just so I have everybody's information accurate. And so as far as rolling, I'm pretty much going to be rolling most stuff in chat. There will be some rolls I am going to be rolling behind the scenes, because some of you took wonderful advantages or disadvantages that you're not allowed to know about, whether you get information or not.
I'm so screwed. Why did I give you 30 points of my disadvantages to use?
Oh, yeah.
Why? Oh dear.
You just handed that to him?
Partial amnesia.
Partial amnesia. I got a certain amount of disadvantage points to use against him.
I needed all my disadvantage just to be a Chocobo.
Oh, it's no. It's still, he still gets the 30 points to build. It's just he doesn't know what they are.
Yeah, so he can pick literally anything on the disadvantage list as long as it's 30 points or less total.
Yeah. So yeah. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Well, 8 o'clock. I have finished my beer and dinner, and is everybody ready? I guess we can start getting going.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right. So, oh dear, no, you guys can't see that.
What can I not see? Quick, look for it.
Show us what we can't see.
Well, it's going to be on the recording. It's a list of how to tie players together. How you guys met effectively.
It's the heart map.
It's the heart map, exactly. Okay. So. Oh, you guys are rolling 2... Yeah, you guys also... Why? Who's rolling 3d5s?
Devin.
What?
You know the system uses d6s exclusively, right? Did you?
I didn't realize it used D6 exclusively, but I was also just hitting buttons to like make sure I got the shortcut. Make sure they go at the front or end of the roll.
Oh well, now all my dice are messed up.
Yeah, it's just /R and then whatever you want it to roll.
Don't forget the space. Okay, somewhere in here there is not a... There we go, now it's all balanced. And now it's all messed up. Okay, so... Well, we're going to start the way most Kingdom Hearts games do, or very explicitly, we're going to start the way Kingdom Hearts 3 starts.
With a Korean pop song?
I was about to say so.
Does anybody know a good Korean pop song that they would...
Japanese pop song.
Wait. Wish I could put this in. Hold on.
All right, fine.
Wait, no, I'll get the best Korean pop song. Hold on.
Do not play Gangnam Style.
God damn it!
Damn it, Kex!
I was almost there.
Simple and clean for your enjoyment pleasure. Or no,
Right.
Oh no.
That does have 3.2 billion views.
Actually, no, wait, we're not going to do Simple and Clean. We're going to do Dearly Beloved.
Oh yeah, that's like the title screen song. Do that.
With words.
There's words to that?
Made by Amalie.
Writing's not that easy, but
Oh,
Grammarly
okay.
can help. This sentence is grammatically correct, but it's wordy
There you go,
and hard
everybody.
to read. It undermines the writer's message, and the word choice is
Because I
bland.
don't think I can share it.
Grammarly's
in any
cutting
way.
There's a way in Roll20 to play music for everyone,
yes.
but I don't feel like looking it up.
If you have
There's
a if you have a
jukebox
premium
tab.
if you have a premium account, you can do that.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
We know because Wash uses it.
Gotcha.
Okay, so now we're just gonna let this build. So I recommend everybody listen along because this is your intro to Kingdom Hearts.
One day
You will realize the stars
you're
chasing
shine bright deep inside you. But will you
Man, I haven't heard anything by Hanny Lee in a while now that I think about it.
ever and cast
I like Amalie.
your fears aside? You'll see
Also, I picked this song for a reason, so you guys might want to pay attention.
until that day.
Oh yeah, so they're.
Oh, that makes it much easier to
Oh, I get it.
This world will try to steal you away into their arms.
I'm totally gonna get flagged if I put this on YouTube now.
Nope.
Yeah, you are.
Well, if we all just talk loud enough over it, maybe it won't.
This is the only time. No, it's gonna happen. I was talking over Kingdom Hearts 3 and it popped.
Memories.
Oh well.
I don't know, like, this is a cover, so...
It doesn't matter. They'll still. It's
YouTube
all automatic
algorithm
algorithms.
is so insanely aggressive.
Yeah, no, the algorithm, especially if it's
bans
anything Disney.
everything.
Yeah, if it's Disney anything, they are on top of it. Like, you know how
They
many of
don't
my
want to get sued by Disney.
yeah, you know how many of my
Like
Kingdom
the
Hearts?
one company that might be able to screw them.
Yes.
I wish to see it come to life.
We have 3 Disney characters and a Final Fantasy animal. This party, right?
I think
No,
we
we-
have one more... Don't we have at least one more Final Fantasy player?
Well,
Not-
me and these 4.
Yeah, for,
Yeah, Sean is a Final Fantasy character.
you guys have managed to compile or 2 original characters that don't exist anywhere else.
The Chocobo and Dr. GD Boy?
The Chocobo's a Chocobo, man.
I count me as existing, thank you.
Yeah, like, that Chocobo is its own person. It's
You
a-
don't know that right now.
It's its own bird.
So I'm one of the 2 special snowflakes.
Okay. Alright, dearly
I'm not
beloved.
special.
Dearly beloved has ended on my end. So.
Yep.
Is everybody ready to get started proper now?
Do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, welcome. Well, first off, your introduction to GURPS. GURPS is a roll 3d6. And the lower numbers will always be more to your advantage. So what we're going to do right now is everybody's going to roll 3d6. And again, lower numbers are better.
That was so average it hurts.
That was alright.
It's slash roll.
Slash R. You could also make a macro.
Average is 10.5.
Average is 10.5. We have 2 above average, 1 below average. 2 above, 2 below. Okay. Oh, dear. Well, this makes things complicated. I'm going to also drag this
The
down.
Chocobo's the first one to arrive.
So, the Chocobo. Wex.
Mark!
Wex. So, you don't know exactly how long you have been wandering along this path. It seems like ages. But as we well know, wandering for a Chocobo is just kind of what you do, correct?
Corvo!
Is that another Chocobo sound? I don't know.
It is now.
I guess so. Wex, you're just kind of walking down a dirt-trodden path on both sides of you. You're going to notice that there are large trees. You're kind of walking through a forested area, and there's just this overwhelming smell of kind of like mud and decay all around you, as though you're kind of getting into more of a swampland. And you know what that means, right, Wex?
Food?
That's right! Because that's where Gasal greens grow, in swamp marshy areas.
Oh, those are my favorite.
Those are your favorite! Make me a perception roll.
Yeah, I made it.
Okay. So you actually do find, that nice budding vegetable, like, over in the corner underneath, the shade of a nearby tree.
Well, I'm gonna go eat it.
I bet you are, but and as you get close and are about to chomp down, you're gonna notice that something is immediately resting on the plant.
Oh, what is it?
That is a good question. We're now gonna take a break from the Chocobo.
Oh, no.
Yeah! I'm gonna eat it!
Well, we're gonna take a break from the Chocobo for a second. We're going to go over to Dr. GD Boy.
Oh.
Do you remember what I told you about your character or your backstory from when we last spoke, like yesterday or Monday?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you know that the guy, the order that was placed is expected to be picked up either later today, early tomorrow. He didn't really give an exact time. So you kind of need to have that finished. What craft roles do you have?
Oh, let's see. Well, I think this would fall under mechanic, since I'm fixing something.
It would. So go ahead and roll that for me, and because you have that wonderful advantage, the time is getting cut down from, what would normally take weeks to, about an hour or so.
Pass by 1.
Pass by 1? Okay.
Yep.
I mean, I believe this does fall into your wheelhouse of specialty.
Oh, it very much does.
Yes, it does. So yeah, this isn't a problem. As long as, you don't get any, as you're uninterrupted for a little while, no one's really going to stop you. You just need like a couple of hours to knock it out.
Sweet.
And outside of, the local lord's son, you don't really get a whole lot of visitors. So, all good on that front. Next up, Will. So
Yes, indeed.
I didn't get to talk to you prior to game. So you remember how you got separated from your friend? Effectively, there was just kind of like a shattering pop, and then you were just kind of free-falling from the sky.
Ejected from the mysterious car thing.
Not even ejected, it was like that you were in it 1 second, and then it just wasn't there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So you're just kind of free-falling, and you can very clearly see, a marshy, forested swampland below you. I'm gonna have to check and see if there's actually a skill for screaming at the top of your lungs.
I was also about to say, we should probably check and see we didn't just spike the crud out of the...
I'm pretty sure you can get out of this. Do you have a plan? Also, I kind of use a little bit of Exalted rules. Describe how you want to get out of situations, and I will give you the appropriate roll. So, Will, you have a dire situation in front of you right now.
How far up am I right now?
So the nice thing about this area is you're probably like a solid 50 feet above the ground, which is only about 20 feet above the tree lines.
Okay, so I'm about 50 feet above the tree line.
You're about 50 feet above the ground. You're 20 feet above the tree lines.
Alright, this is gonna have to be really, really, really correct, I guess, somehow.
Mm-hmm.
What do I roll to hit something with the grappling gun?
Actually, take a look at your skills, but normally it would be a projectile weapon of some sort. Do you have any skill that is related to your grappling gun?
I have crossbow, which I didn't think of before, but that might work.
Sure, we'll count that.
Alright, I'm going to try to hit a tree branch with the grappling hook, and then have it, like, swing, or have it, like, pendulum around, and I'll swing around the branch and get tied to the branch by the grappling hook.
Sure.
The way cartoons do.
Sure. Roll me crossbow.
That passes crossbow by 2.
Excellent. So, so yeah, congratulations. You are now tied to a tree with your own crossbow bolt rope. Or grappling rope. Do you have a way to untie yourself or escape?
Well, I guess that worked. Yeah, I have, whatchamacallit, escape, yeah, I have the escape skill.
Roll it.
That passes easily.
Okay, you are able to untie yourself. And
Alright, I'll just wiggle out of here and... Ha! And then I easily do a little flip and get back down to the ground.
Yep.
On my tree.
One thing to note, though. Oh, damn. So, unfortunately, during that little escapade, your grappling gun is not retracting properly. It's got like a little, glitch into it. Your grappling gun is...
Oh no, is it broken?
It's not broken really badly, it's just jammed. Should be pretty easy to fix, especially if you had somebody who knew what they were doing.
Well, shoot. Oh. I stuff it in my backpack and... Hello? Anybody?
Roll survival.
That's passed by 6.
Okay, you can tell from, there's, footprints and, well-traveled paths that you can kind of easily find in the wooded areas. And if you look off in the distance where they lead, you can kind of see the smoke coming from what you would assume is a bunch of, houses of some sort.
Okay. I'll start heading that way.
All right.
Wilbur! Are you there?
And now...
I think I fell out!
And now we're going to cut over to the last person. Hey, Devin. So,
Yeah.
So what you posted in chat the other day, in the in-character chat, why don't you read that real quick?
Dawson, I seem to have ended up somewhere strange after following the creature. Dawson? Oh dear.
Yeah, and as you looked around at that point, you realized you were kind of just surrounded in darkness, not really sure exactly where you were. So
Are these walls moving?
It-
How's it doing that?
Exactly. So you just kind of kept walking and walking, and it just seemed like the darkness spanned on forever until exhaustion finally overtook you and you fell asleep. Now, feeling quite well rested, you're going to, have your eyes flutter open. And, I'm not even going to make you make a roll for this. There is a giant yellow bird thing staring right down at you. As you were sleeping on what appears to be a nice, fluffy-looking plant.
So what kind of skill am I using?
There is no
What kind of roll is this?
there is no skill for this.
Fear check.
Yeah, make a will check. I'm pretty sure you're good. Devin, did you make the will? Oh.
There he goes.
And how am I supposed to...
Okay, so...
once again, first time I've actually used this system, so...
Yeah, no. Well, first off, you're going to want to copy the thing you just typed and make it into a macro, because that's going to be the majority of the stuff you are rolling.
If you open up the dice roller, you can just re-hit last 10 rolls over and over again.
Or you
Actually, if you've got your thing in the, or if you've got your cursor in the box, if you just hit the up arrow key, it'll take you to the last roll that you typed.
Oh, okay, that's cool too.
And is it pretty much always going to be 3d6?
Unless it's damage or something weird, but it's pretty much always 3d6 for skills and whatnot. So what you do is you take the number you just rolled, and you compare it to your will in this case. And if you roll under it, you say succeed by X, where it's your will minus the number you rolled. The higher your success threshold, the better.
Okay, 15.
Okay, so your will is 15.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah,
So you succeed by 2.
You succeed by 2 is what that means. Do you understand how that works?
Yeah.
Okay.
And yes, succeed by 0 is the thing.
Yeah, succeeding by 0 is a thing.
So tying is a win.
Tying is success by 0. There are some things that you need to have a threshold value for that I know that you guys don't know. But you always want to beat the number that you're rolling against. But yeah, normally tying is a win unless it's opposed or has limitations stuck on it.
I get bored and eat the green.
I was just going to say, You succeed a fear check, so you're not afraid. But now this is PC versus PC. So
I'm gonna eat the green with him on it.
okay, that is going to require a, I guess, melee attack.
Oh!
Well, I mean, he's eating the green, not the thing
Oh
on
yeah,
it.
oh yeah, no, he's aiming for it, which means, Devin, you are going to get a bonus for dodging.
Yeah.
So
Also, let's see. I think I'm gonna like try and jump on its face, depending on how quickly I'm able to react.
all right, well, you need to make the dodge check first.
I miss it. Aw.
You fail to eat the plant.
I beat
Frustratingly,
it by 0.
I frustratingly try to eat the plant again.
Okay, well, you're doing it now this time at penalty because you have a mouse on your face that is blocking your vision.
I am now frustrated because I failed again. I squint at the mouse and start trying to shake it off. Actually, I try to shake it up so I can, like, kind of toss it up into the air with my beak.
I grab onto your nostrils and just start going, this is quite uncivil.
Okay, as soon as you start talking, I'm like, what? And I just kind of stop and, like, lower my head and kind of cock my head and look at you down at my nose.
I'm still dangling from your nostrils, so I turn around and be like, so, let's see. You actually understood me. That's a plan.
Fuck!
Please don't move so much. Give me a moment. Is there can you just set me down? We can talk a little more about this, please, maybe?
I lower my head gently so you can get on the ground, and as soon as you're off me, I eat the green.
Huh.
Roll again to eat the green.
Oh, come on. I can take my time now, can't I?
I know, I just want to see if you fail again.
No, I got it this time.
Okay, good. You eat it so fast that you almost choke.
Oboe.
That sounds like a bird, doesn't it?
Yes.
It does.
I satisfyingly kind of go, and then just kind of look down at you and cock my head again, and lower my head down to look at you.
Okay. So, you seem to be extraordinarily large.
You also notice, by the way, I am dressed in a decent bit of armor with saddlebags and a saddle on me.
Are you? Can people actually ride you?
Orc!
I will take that as a yes. Well, do you know a...
Orc! You know what? Let's start using my other skill. Gesture to show I have no idea where we are.
You've never seen a bird like this shrug and throw its wings up in the air. For that matter, you've never seen a bird like this, probably.
Oh, definitely not.
Oh, I was going to use the gesture skill.
Oh, I know. Oh, I'm sorry. Roll it.
Yeah, I communicate that really well.
Is there anything else you would like to communicate? Because with a 6, you could probably get a full sentence out.
I pretty much communicate, I'm lost, but that's okay. And I'm going this way. I do this through a variety of chocobo wing flaps and moving my head around.
Okay. Well, if you don't know where we are, I don't know where we are. Well, can I just mount up on you somewhere so and you can lead the way, I suppose? I'm pretty sure you'll have a far easier time traveling anywhere.
I nod my head a little. I reach down. I come down, like open my mouth just a tiny bit, kind of gesturing towards your back.
I turn around and kind of offer up the hem of my coat.
Yep, I pick you up and place you on my saddle, and I
You
even
have-
then give you some rein.
You You have a very flexible neck. All right then. Thank you.
And
Denise.
you and Devin, you feel that I am happy and content. You literally feel
Alright.
it inside your head.
All right then. Let's see. Let's test
How
a
do,
theory
you,
here.
how do you feel right now? I would know how you feel right now.
Mildly confused, and actually rather happy to have found someone who's able to help out.
You feel mild amusement and contentment.
I think about the shadow beings that I fought.
I'm actually going to stop you guys right there, and we're going to jump back over to Dr. Boy.
It's done.
Already? Okay.
I mean,
Did you
should I
want...
be able to should I be able to throw it together? I mean, with my specialty, I should be able to throw it together in like ridiculously short amount of time.
Okay. Do you feel any need to test it?
I mean, I'm not sure how I would test it outside of an actual ship.
It's like a jetpack.
Oh, then absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Are you doing this indoors or outdoors?
I will go outdoors.
Okay. Just remember, the village folk are kind of superstitious. They already think you're some kind of sorcerer.
I mean, in for a penny, in for a pound.
Fair enough.
Or a shilling, or whatever the hell it is in this world.
Be a gold
It's a
coin.
money.
It would be a gold coin. Alright, so you're going to strap the thing on?
Yep.
Alright, as you're walking outside, a couple of villagers are just going to kind of be eyeing you oddly. One of them will say, "Oi, hey! Dr. Boy! How you doing?"
I will give them a jolly wave with one large ear included.
"Oi, what you got there?"
It's I start trying to compose a response and then realize that he will have literally not a goddamn clue what I'm saying.
That is correct.
It's a and then I just flip a switch.
I was gonna make you roll physics, but okay.
All right, I'll roll physics.
Sure, to explain the science behind it.
Let's see. That is a fail by 1. Because physics is expensive.
Okay. So halfway through your rambling and technobabble, you realize they actually have no idea what you're talking about. You kind of expected that. But you're also realizing halfway through your technobabble, you kind of don't really understand what you're talking about at this point either. Not sure how that happens. Oh well, time to flip that switch.
Yep. Click.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you don't have this skill, unfortunately.
I probably don't. Here's what's funny about that is I was considering having a jetpack as a piece of starting gear at one point, and I decided to scrap it in favor of other things.
Yeah, so you need to roll me some aerobatics.
What does that default to?
Acrobatics -4, aquabatics -4, or dexterity -6.
Well,
Okay, dexterity -6 it is, I guess. So that's a fail.
That's a fail by 9.
Oh my, you should not have taken this thing for a spin.
You told me to test it.
I asked you if you wanted to test it. That's two different things.
You knew you wanted this to happen. I think it's a crit fail.
You did not. Okay, so good news, bad news. The good news is you kind of, steer it around and you have, all the villagers like, "Oi, look out!" And, they're like hitting the deck. You see some of the children screaming and running for cover under their moms. You see a couple of the men, running out trying to get, brooms or, swipe at you so you can get back down on the ground. None of them actively want to, intentionally hurt you, but you do get a couple of broom bristles directly to the face a few times. As only a cartoon can. And ultimately, you hear something pop because you twisted the wrong way, and you go spiraling into a nearby tree, and then there is a loud sound. And that sound is you.
Okay. Roll the damage.
Yeah, it's just going to be 1d6.
Honestly, as long as the thing isn't broken, that's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's only 2 damage.
Okay.
Before DR.
Before DR and before other things.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I take none of that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't either.
All right, I compress into a springy ball and kind of go flat like paper, and then I just kind of pop back up fine.
Yeah, some of the kids are like, yay! Clapping. Their mothers look horrified. Do you want to ease their tension in the slightest? Or do you just want to...
That's gonna go great, but sure. It's all right, everyone. I am a professional.
I'm not sure if you're bluffing or not, or if you actually believe that is the problem.
Oh, I completely believe this.
We're gonna say that's diplomacy, just because I haven't actually had a chance to look through every single one of the ones.
So what's the default for that?
IQ -5 or acting -5.
All right, IQ -5 it is. At least my IQ's high.
Mm-hmm.
Fail by 5.
Everybody just looks at you with a weary eye. Though you do recognize that this thing does need a few more adjustments.
All right, well that will take probably a few minutes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, yeah.
Back to the workshop.
And with that, we're going to pause there, and we're going to jump over to Will.
Wilbur!
Wilbur does not respond.
I pull out my cell phone and try to dial him and see if I get a signal.
You don't even get to the ringing stage. You have 0 bars. There is no service in this place.
Well, we must be really far away from civilization. This could be a big problem. Well, I see a fire over there. That's gotta mean somebody. Maybe I can get help. And I continue down the path towards where I can see smoke in the distance.
Okay. After a few minutes of travel, you're going to come into a small, homely-looking village. Effectively, everybody is using log cabins. Way off in the distance, up on a hill, you see what appears to be some kind of stone castle. And the smoke that you originally thought was from some kind of fire just appears to be kind of like wisping in spirally directions. And is now just kind of trailing out of this one building's front door.
Well, that's not from a fire.
That is not from a fire. Upon seeing you, however, some of the villagers are just going to be like, and point. And you see this strange-looking man, same species as Wilbur, walk up to you, except, much hairier, kind of like an ape. Coming out of, his ears, under his nose, and, all down his neck. Hi there! Hi, lass! Laddie! Actually, I'm sorry. You should be used to this kind of an accent, so I'm going to speak a little bit slower for you, Will.
Absolutely.
Hi, lass! Laddie! What happened to ye? You didn't go off into the forest alone, did ye?
No, I actually fell out of some kind of a weird car. I'm Webby, by the way. Hi.
Oh, God.
You can,
What?
You can switch your name now, Will.
Oh, boy.
Wait, you're what?
Yeah.
Wait, what was the point of the will then?
That's his actual name in real life.
All right.
Woo.
You wouldn't happen to know where I am. I'm kind of a little lost.
Oh, it's no problem there, lassie. You be in the wondrous village of Dingwall.
Of what?
Dingwall!
Dingwall.
Dingwall!
Am I in Scotland? Because your accent sounds like someone I know.
Aye, we be Scots, lass.
Well, do you know why I don't have any cell signal? I thought Scotland had pretty good coverage.
Aye, cell signal. Did you escape from a prison or something?
I don't think
Easy.
There is nothing else that works for that this time period.
These puns are so
I
wholesome.
know what's happening here.
So, if I'm in the village of Dingwall, I don't remember a village by that name.
Aye, we be a proud village here in the kingdom of Dunkirk.
Dunkirk.
Yeah, I know where we are.
Okay, that's familiar.
Okay, I'm glad somebody got the reference.
I had to double check, but yeah, I know where we are.
I have not a goddamn clue.
I was gonna say, if you guys actually want some surprise, don't go looking this shit up.
Well, can you tell me where I can get a phone? I
Lass,
kinda need to call someone.
what is a phone now, lassie?
What?
What is a phone?
You know, like, you dial on it and you talk to people? Like this. Hold up
I
the
don't-
smartphone.
I don't suppose I overhear this loud
No.
Scottish man screaming about phones.
No,
It's a goddamn pack of cartoon animals riding on my back.
you have a... Yes, you do have a... We have all the cartoon animals in this group, by the way.
Yes.
You do not hear this. It's like, alright, what kind of sorcery is this?
It's not sorcery, it's technology.
Aye, you must be from the same school of magic as the tinker sorcerer over there. The doctor boy. And he's going to point to the building that had the smoke coming out of the front door.
Do you think this Dr. Boy could help me figure out how to get a phone signal?
I don't know, lass, but I can tell you that Dingwall has been coming down to him and has been making all sorts of weird things for him.
Alright then. I guess I'll go ask him. Thanks.
And be warned, lass, if this is your first time in Dingwall, don't go out into the woods at night. The spirits will get ye. Possibly turn you into something even worse than what happened to ye already.
Why? What happened to me?
You don't understand, lass. We've lost several people into the several villagers have gone out in the woods at night. The only one who ever came back was Dr. Boy. We have no idea who he was before.
Seriously?
Seriously.
It's a mystery.
I would not lie.
Us showing up is not going to help this problem.
No, it isn't.
Really not.
Maybe I could help. I'm pretty good at solving mysteries.
Hell, you're already knee-deep in it now, little one.
Alright, well, I think I should probably go talk to, Dr. Boy about now, so... Thanks again!
I've decided that if there was no one else, this would be the best group ever anyways.
Okay, so Webby, as you're...
Besides the fact that we have no muscle.
We don't need to fight. We got mysteries to solve.
Alright, good point.
There's a lot of shit going on in this game because of what you guys decided to build. Webby, as you're running off, I either want you to make me a perception check or a observation check. Observation
I'm
is
gonna go with perception because I think observation is the skill of watching something without being seen
Yeah,
more than perception, but perception!
sure.
I kicked that's butt.
Oh, that is really close. Okay, so as you are, like, literally just about to walk into the workshop / store of Dr. Boy, you can hear from, like, across the town, you hear a mother scolding her children. You see, that's why you can't go into the town or out into the woods at night, Gustav. You'll end up looking like her. And also, you need to eat your vegetables, otherwise you'll end up looking just like Dr. Boy.
This town is weird. Hello? Dr. Boy?
Huh? Wait,
You hear
you're
that?
not.
You hear that, Dan?
You're not. That doesn't sound like Duke, Prince Remy. Are you a customer? Hello.
Prince.
Hi, I'm Webby.
Hello, Webby. I'm Dr. Boy. For reference, I am essentially a 4.5 foot tall bipedal dachshund with a large set of sciencey goggles and a kind of puffy lab coat.
Okay.
I believe you look like Droopy Dog except monochrome.
A little bit like Droopy Dog. Oh yeah. Also, I'm entirely black and white.
Do you happen to know where in Scotland we are? Because I don't think I'm familiar with this town. I might be a little lost.
Well, I've only looked at a couple of maps, but I can't say I've studied the area all that closely. I've only been here in this particular place a couple of months myself. Where did you come from?
Duckburg?
Duckburg.
Yeah, it's in America. I'm a little bit, pretty far from home.
I'm gonna.
I don't think my uncle knows I'm here.
I'm gonna make a skill roll.
You should. You're at massive penalties, by the way.
I know, but I should probably still roll against my.
Well, sure, go for it. Also, if there's ever a skill you guys feel like you should roll, tell me you want to roll it, and I will probably just let you. I'm not going to constantly be calling out skill checks unless I need to. It's mostly on you guys to know when you want to use your skills.
That is only a pass by 1.
You've never heard of Duckburg before. It is so far displaced from where you have been.
Okay, I mostly was trying to think of can I realize? Oh, it's probably a different world.
You can make that assumption. Yes, you have no idea where it is.
Okay, yeah, I don't. That doesn't really matter so much. It's just. Hold on a minute. Duckburg. Oh God, am I not the only one? Oh my God, I'm so happy! And this dog literally jumps over the counter and hugs you.
Need an
Hi.
adult?
I'm not the only one from another world. It's been so lonely.
From, a what?
World, another world or dimension or whatever we're supposed to call it. I'm still working out the math on that, but you're from a different world other than this one, which means that there might be ways other than my ship to get to other worlds, and I can finally go home.
Wait, what? Ship? World? What?
Oh, wait, you...
Am I
don't know
not
how
in Scotland?
Well... Yes and no. The locals certainly call this Scotland, and such, but, actually, but does Webby's clothes look more
Definitely modern.
Okay.
A lot more modern, closer to what you're wearing, but more futuristic than that.
Okay. So, right, this is something that doesn't normally. I guess even in my world, this isn't terribly public.
Actually, Dan, very specifically, the guy who dropped a thing off to you is wearing similar-ish clothing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So,
However, he's not the same species. He's the same as the people in the town.
How did you get here, Miss?
Webigail Vanderquack.
I'll stick with Webby. Anyway, how did you manage to get here?
Well, I was traveling with my friend Wilbur in his funny-shaped car, and then all of a sudden the car wasn't there anymore, and I was kind of falling into the swamp.
Out of character, would you say it was a duck blur?
Bah!
What? why? What could you maybe describe this funny car a bit more?
I can try.
There's a skill for this. I know there's
Well, it's kind of like a big ball with wings. It's red. It's got a glass dome, sort of.
I'm not even gonna make you roll. That's the description you get, Dan.
Okay. I mean, I suppose the physical design could be somewhat different while still having the same functions. And I just start going off on a some kind of sciencey tangent that you probably don't have any way to understand.
Could you tell me why I'm not getting any cell reception?
Before we get to that, I'm gonna switch back to Devin and Wex.
Okay.
So you guys...
I'm trotting along.
Yep. Eventually you come across a sign that is, broken and sticking in the dirt. That's got 2 arrows.
Well, can I read them?
Oh yeah, you can read them.
Oh, what do they say?
One of them says Dingwall and is on 1 arrow. The other arrow says MacGuffin.
Okay, out of character. Does anyone know when the concept of a MacGuffin was introduced as a trope?
That's not
Shakespeare, I think.
that's not the reason that's on the sign.
Well, no, but I'm trying to figure out if Baz would look at it and be like, well, obviously we need to go to the place that's clearly labeled as being a place to...
You have an advantage to help me point you in the right direction.
I mean, so do I.
Actually, yeah, you both do.
Well, what do you think? I'm not really sure. I know nothing about this area, so you have any idea where we should...
I give a Choco shrug. Whatever that looks like.
You kind of rustle your wings and like raise them and lower them.
And yeah, I'll let serendipity choose which way to go.
Well, since the sign is broken and you're not sure which way the arrows are going, you're just kind of have a good feeling to go in the same direction you were headed already.
You sense I want to go in that direction, and I just start walking that way. Very sure of myself.
Works for me.
At this point, I'm going to kind of... Do you guys want to RP? Because it's probably going to take you until about sundown to get into town.
I mean, most of the RP has to be Devin kind of talking to me. You're not going to get a ton out of me. Unless it's all... I'm responsive as a character. I'm not really directly engaged.
Yeah.
Just to check, you are like bright canary yellow.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
I'm a very...
how much of that can I see under your...
Probably quite a lot. You'll notice, by the way, that my saddlebags, there's like a Chocobo-shaped helmet in one of them. And they kind of clink with the weight of money.
All right. Huh. So... Are you supposed to have someone with you, or are you usually on your own?
You get a sense of faint sadness, actually, when you say that, which is quickly buried down.
Is the person who normally is your rider, I suppose would be the best way to put it, are they still alive?
Sadness and uncertainty.
Okay. Well, at least there's a chance we might be able to find this person for you.
Suddenly a bright beacon of hope, and I turn around and look at you like, "Work?
What? I specialize in finding lost people. What do you want?
Great happiness as I jump up and down, flapping and going, "Work, work, work!"
I desperately hold on to this elevator like, calm down, calm down!
I do calm down, but then look at you, and you can kind of sense like almost like a faint desperation.
All right. Well, you don't know how. Well, Well, is it safe to assume that you don't know where you are relative to where you last saw?
Nah, I just nod.
Okay. Oh boy. Well, you just continue taking us on our way. I'm going to see if I can find any notes or anything in your bag, I suppose. And I slide off the saddle into one of the saddlebags and start like just kind of digging around and trying to avoid getting clonked by like anything heavy.
Okay, I kind of just let you. The only thing you find the helmet, you find like little bags of money, and just kind of money overall, and like various fruits, some of them half eaten.
I taste one of the fruits.
It's past ripe.
Can I identify it?
I don't know. That's going to be more a question for Izzy.
Yeah, I never actually thought someone would ask me if there was a skill for tasting fruit. This
Well,
is
at the same time, like,
this.
I feel like in the Kingdom Hearts universe, like, food is kind of cross-planar.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wanted to roll me 3d6 because I don't actually know if there's a skill for this.
well,
Or-
I'm mostly thinking like, there is, I'm pretty sure, a cooking skill. Like, we could probably use it based on that, or
You know-
actually maybe connoisseur.
Yep, you know, connoisseur would be the one. I didn't even. I skipped right over that one. Do you have connoisseur?
I do not have it as a skill. No, however, I do have IQ,
Yes, lots.
like IQ -5.
Oh, this is a useless default. IQ -5 and others.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out.
Don't worry, just roll the IQ.
It probably, like, defaults from a bunch of different expert skills of some kind.
Yep. Okay, so you failed. You don't recognize the flavor of it. It's very pungent, very citrusy.
All right,
But that's-
citrusy though.
It is citrusy.
Let's see. Is it like smooth flesh, or is it more like the kind of segmented type?
It's smooth citrusy. But it is
Let's
very.
see.
It is not an orange, very distinctly.
Let's see. Must be some kind of tropical fruit, most likely. Is it brightly colored?
Yes.
Definitely. Okay. Well, let's see. It's probably some kind of tropical fruit. You have too much armor to be from a always hot region, so more likely than not, you come from a land that has a vast trading network that's able to utilize.
Are you saying this out loud to me?
I'm muttering it.
He's.
How are you feeling right now? Well, actually, no. You Oh, real quick. As soon as you get off me, you can't feel anything from me anymore.
Okay.
So once you slip into a saddlebag and you're not on skin-to-skin contact.
Okay. Hello? Can you hear me?
You see
I climb it. Get back toward the section where I was sitting before.
And when you sit back down, you once again can kind of feel what I'm feeling.
Oh, this should be interesting to work with. All right. Well, judging from what I found in there, it seems that you are from a fairly, at least, mercantilely advanced culture. Is that?
Uncertainty, but also not in a depressed way. Just like,
Have you been to many, many, many places?
I nod many, many times.
Okay. Yes. All right. Well, this should be interesting.
Also,
And then we just.
before you finish, I did want you to make me a search check real quick for while you were still in the bag.
No. I didn't put any points in that. Oh, criminology -5 though.
You can do that.
Yeah. Okay. So just to check, does that mean,
So
like when it says
you still roll.
criminology -5, what is it subtract?
Okay, so roll the d6 first of all. I'll explain as we go. Is that 14 your current roll, or okay, it's 10?
That's my current roll.
Okay, what is your criminology skill?
Scroll, 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 scroll. Criminology is going to be 18 or 3. Which of these numbers am I at?
It would be the number that's in column E.
Column E? In that case, 18.
18. Okay. So it defaults to criminology -5 if that is 18. 18 minus
Okay.
5. You're trying to beat a 13.
So anytime that I see one of those skills that I'm not specialized in, but can be based on one of my other skills, it is the skill in it is the number in column E that I am subtracting from.
Yes, the total values column. That is
Well,
correct.
just because the untrained versus what have you.
Yeah. Well, because if you have points in it, if it won't default to something you're untrained in. It can't. It can only default to something you're trained in.
Yeah.
Okay. So while you were rooting around in this saddlebag, you noticed a faint glow at the very bottom of the bag.
Okay.
This is where I leave a little bit of time to see if you ignore it or if you're just going to go and investigate it.
Well, I mean, it's a light thing in a dark bag. Of course I'm going to check it out.
Okay. You find what appears to be some kind of stone. About half your size. Round, smooth, and it's got a faint turquoise glow to it.
Okay.
Izzy, do I know this is in my bag?
Wex, do you currently know it's in your bag?
Nope.
Then you don't know this is in your bag.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah. Yeah, no, if several of you gave me characters with some level of amnesia, I'm taking full advantage of this.
It's not exactly amnesia.
Not exactly.
How do I use the journal tab in this?
How do you do the what now?
There's a journal thing like next to the chat tab in the Roll20, and I'm trying to figure out how to write.
Oh, you actually need to make a document. Don't worry about that. That's what we're using
okay.
the Discord stuff for.
Okay.
So if you want to make a note, you can throw it in world building or something like that. Okay.
All right.
With that now, I am going to jump back over to, and as you find that come out of the saddlebag, you notice the sun is starting to, set over the horizon. It's still up, but, you guys probably have, half an hour to, before it gets dark. Fortunately, it does look like you can see a settlement up ahead. And with that, jumping back over to Dan and Will.
Yes. One thing I forgot to mention before, I do have a tinfoil.
Tinfoil hat?
Yes.
Excellent.
Oh, yes. Cell reception. Well, that would be because there are no cell towers anywhere in this world.
In this world, you said that again. What do you mean, in this world?
Well, you see, at some point in the past, still working out the details, the math is a little bit tricky.
Ring, ring, ring. Sorry, but as you're in the middle of the conversation, it's not the cell phone ringing. Let me make that clear. It's not the cell phone.
Okay.
It's the,
I look at the cell phone anyways.
you probably do. It's the bell on the front door to let you know that somebody walked in.
Oh, right. Yes, no cell towers. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'll leave you with... so yes, I will run to the door. Hello. So many customers today.
Mm-hmm.
Hello there.
Oh, hello. You see what appears to be a teenage boy wearing goggles, has a scar running from his forehead down the side of his face, probably through his eye, but the goggles obscure it. Wearing some kind of weird clothing, even by, this land's standards. Looks like he's, got on, like, 2 jackets. And a necktie. You have never seen him before.
Hello, welcome to my shop. What can I help you with?
Oh, nothing. I just heard this place was interesting, and I just thought I'd browse around a little bit for your wares.
Certainly. I don't have all that much as in the way of stock. I mostly trade in custom work and repairs, but certainly feel free to look around.
Oh, thanks. I'll do that.
Certainly.
Dan, make a... Let me see. It's not detect lies. Make a... I forget. Make a body language check.
What's the default?
Detect... Oh, Jesus. Detect lies -4 or psychology -4.
What's the default for those?
You
can't.
You can't if you don't have those.
Okay, then yeah, I don't have those.
Let me see if there's another one that might work for this. This is more of a roll to get a sense for him. Unfortunately for you, out of everybody in this group, you are the worst person at this. I'm pretty sure.
I'm not exactly an expert here.
No, you're not.
Maybe just like perception of the penalty, or
No, because that would then have defaulted to that.
I think the 2 most intuitive characters are on the road still.
Yeah.
Seems like it.
All right. No, he's just a friendly customer who's walking in and just wants to check out some of your stuff.
all right. I will notice that his clothes are certainly weird.
Yeah, weird, fancy looking. Though it does look like they are a little bit worn around the edges. You will get that.
Okay. If you don't mind my asking, did you visit from somewhere nearby? We don't get a whole lot of visitors this far out. Yes. Just you don't. You're certainly not from this village, and that manner of dress is quite unusual for folks in this area.
You'll have to forgive me. I was actually planning on heading over to the Macintosh lands. They're having some kind of party, and I figured I would dress up in my Sunday best.
Oh, I see. Is that the lords that are nearby?
The Dingwalls are the lords nearby, hence why the village is named Dingwall.
Okay. So
Macintosh is another neighboring clan.
okay. How far away are they, like travel-wise?
You can probably make it there in like a day or 2 on foot.
Okay. Oh, I mean, with this much, this far away, seems a bit early to be all dressed up. But whatever floats your boat, I suppose.
I like to travel light, so I figured I'd wear what I was planning on attending with.
Certainly. Well, let me know if anything catches your eye.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Dr. GD boy. And he's just going to turn and start looking at your wares.
All right. I guess I'll go back and.
Did anybody else catch that?
I mean, I caught that, but I didn't catch it in character.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All right.
Because I am I'm terrible at catching that kind of thing in character.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, back you go and
to go try to explain.
Yeah.
Try to explain Kingdom Hearts to Webby.
Yeah. The 2 of you can RP for a bit.
Oh right, where was I?
You were about to tell me about why I'm in another world?
Right. Yes, that. Well, essentially, at some point in the past, I'm not quite sure how recent, but presumably not terribly recent. There was a single world that, well, to put it simply, split. For the most part, the worlds don't interact with each other, but I, and presumably others, apparently, have found ways of traversing these various worlds. My guess would be that the strange car that your compatriot was driving was one such ship. And somehow you got stranded in this. I guess I wouldn't call it. I'd call it a world more than a dimension. But yes, similar to myself, you are a bit stuck here at the moment.
So, you're saying I'm actually in a brand new, entirely different world.
That about sums it up. Yes.
That's all. That also has a
That-
Scotland.
Is the coolest thing I've ever seen! Oh my gosh!
Isn't it though?
This is
It's
amazing!
Both of you make a perception check, please.
How did I get here? How do I get back? How do I get back? Oh no, how do I get back?
Webby, you're at a penalty for making this check because you're so hyperactive.
I already failed by 1, even without a penalty.
Mm-hmm.
I passed the perception check by 1, but
You don't notice anything.
okay.
The drive is back in the workroom with me, right? It's not out on the floor because that would be silly.
The propulsion system you were testing out?
Yeah.
It's back in the workshop area with you. It's not in the store area.
Okay.
There's other stuff in the store area, but
Well, yeah, but
no,
most stuff's replaceable.
yeah. Well, it's not really super replaceable, but like anything that's out there that isn't replaceable, you assume most people wouldn't know how to use.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'm not stealing from you on the first session. I learned my lesson about that a long time ago.
As I say, all the stuff that's like actually in my inventory would not be out there anyway.
No,
So whatever.
exactly.
So wait, you said you know how to travel between worlds, right? Can you get me back to my world?
Well, that's the rub. A couple of months ago,
Are you saying you can't?
At the moment. So unfortunately, my own
Okay,
I-
Webby, calm down.
So I on my world, I invented a technology which I like to refer to as the Generalized Universal Multidimensional Material Instancer ship that I use to traverse from here out to a few other worlds.
You hear from outside.
Oh dear.
Huh? What was that?
Monster!
Oh, it sounds like I've shown.
Oh!
All right, with my ears flopped up in the air in excitement and confusion, I run out of the shop.
I also run out of the shop.
You guys are staring. Oh, the other customer also runs out of the shop. You guys run into a, what was it, Wex? 6'9" yellow bird.
I toned it down to 6'6".
6'6" bird. Before anything happens, everybody make a perception check.
Pass by 1.
When you say everyone,
Fail by 1.
Oh, I failed. Bad roll.
That includes you, Devin.
Something tells me this is a really good skill for you.
Well, it's not a skill. This is a attribute.
All right.
But it does base off IQ, which is probably also pretty high for him.
Yeah. Okay, so Devin and Will, you both passed by 1, you said?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
if it's just based off IQ, then
It's on your base stats page.
well, yeah, which is 15. So if it's
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it's just based off IQ,
if,
then yeah.
If you didn't modify your perception, it's the same as your IQ.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I did not.
You can buy it up or down separately. Okay. Okay. So this is the best time to. Well, first things first. Devin and Will, or let me start doing this quickly. Webby and Basil. You notice that the guy who was ran out of the shop with you also looks kind of intense, like he was about ready to jump into a fight. But then, upon seeing what was here, immediately relaxed. There are a lot of villagers immediately behind you guys, most of whom have run into their houses. And some of the menfolks are grabbing, pitchforks, axes, weapons of some kind, just trying to prepare as they get the women and children, safely into their houses. This is the best time for all of you to give a description of a full description of what you look like.
I'll go first since I'm the monster here. Yeah, I'm a chocobo. If you haven't seen a chocobo, you should go look up what a chocobo looks like. I'm like a 6'6" giant chicken, dressed in really nice looking armor other than my head, and I'm a very pretty handsome.
I got you,
chocobo.
fam.
I'm a very attractive chocobo.
Is that about the right level of armor?
Yeah, probably something close to that. Maybe a little bit
Okay.
more, honestly. Like the wings have some, and so do the feet.
There's a ton of pictures on the internet that you can search through. That was just the one I grabbed.
Oh yeah, I was using that as a base.
Currently not wearing a helmet because it's in my bag.
All
I've
right.
already put a picture of myself up there, holding the Out of War.
Currently looking very confused for myself right now.
Where did you put a picture of yourself? Oh, okay.
In the general chat.
Okay, yes, I see it.
All right. Yeah, as mentioned before, I am a little over 4 foot tall, basically bipedal dachshund, very short limbs, very long body, with a large pair of fancy-looking goggles, a tinfoil hat, and a slightly oversized lab coat. And I'm everything that's like I'm wearing and that is like my face is entirely monochrome, like no color whatsoever.
All right. Last but
So you're
not least.
monochrome and what kind of animal?
A dachshund, a sausage dog.
Okay, so you're black and white. All right.
Yep.
And were you saying that I should describe myself?
Yeah, go for it. Everybody should describe themselves.
I was about to say, can anyone see me? I'm still like on the bird,
Oh,
and
no,
I'm like,
Oh, they are close enough that they can see you. Webby at least can. Dr. Boy probably can't, because he did not pass the perception.
okay, because I am 3.9 inches tall. But I am a mouse with a hunting cap and a some nice shoes with like the little spat things on them, and a long coat.
And
Yeah, just with the Sherlock Holmes hat on top of that.
the deer stalker.
There we go. Thank you.
Are you wearing the green outfit or the brown outfit?
Sorry.
Is your coat green or brown?
Pretty sure it's brown.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be brown because I have like the proper coat on to protect from the London miserable.
Yep. I'm showing images to everybody of what you guys look like. And I'm just
Brilliant.
I'm just kind of doing the drippy dog for you, Dan, because I don't know what else to do. There isn't a good comparison for you. Okay, so you've all run into each other. And now that you've all described each other, RP.
Whoa!
Oh,
What is that?
Well, it's obviously a very large bird.
Mark!
What a fantastic day! So many new things. Who would have thought there'd be an emu all the way out here?
Come on!
Well,
And how did you do
okay, I
this?
may have never seen an emu, but I'm pretty sure they're not this big.
Is that an emu? I've never seen an emu either.
I look very ruffled and upset every time you call me an emu.
Delightful.
The guy who is standing with you, who was your patron, is just going to look at all of you and say, it's a chocobo, and then turn and kind of just walk away.
Mark?
Chocobo? What's a chocobo?
I actually cock my head at that and start slowly going after him.
He's gone by the time...
I'll just say bless you as he walks off.
Yeah, like Devin, you got a feeling when he said Chocobo of like surprised recognition from me.
Yeah. Well, that's obviously what I called, but then you like start kind of going after him, and I wasn't ready, so I like
Not fast, just kind of like hesitant steps forward, like, hey, wait a minute, like I should follow you.
which on a matter of scale for me is a lot more.
That's true.
As he turns and like starts to follow the guy, do I see the mouse at this point?
I mean, the mouse has been talking.
Wait, what in the world? Hello there.
I managed to lose my grip, and how close is Webby?
Probably within about a couple feet of the Chocobo at this point.
Can you make a
Webby, Webby,
catch save on?
yeah, make a dexterity check as the mouse goes tumbling off of the 6-foot-tall Chocobo.
Oh, look out! Pass by 0.
You got him. Unless you want to try to dodge around her catching you.
I leap
No.
forward and catch him in my hands as I fall on my stomach here.
Oh, why, thank you, my dear.
Oh, no problem. Is that your Chocobo or whatever?
No. Although we seem to have teamed up for a bit here. Although maybe we should investigate what it's investigating at this.
Investigate what?
Well, I mean, the Chocobo seems to have been rather surprised by whoever mentioned the word Chocobo, so we should probably go interrogate them and see what they know.
Oh yeah, that guy. Where'd he go? Is he gone?
He is not in fact gone. He has just walked farther down the street and has intercepted a group of men who have come out with pitchforks and torches and axes and stuff that are trying to get near the Chocobo.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's not good.
Yeah, Wex, are you still following him, or are you gonna back
No,
off?
I'm noticing the situation, and I turn to the villagers and look as cute as possible.
So just so you know, the ones who are out with weapons right now have got, like, hair coming out of every part of their body except the tops of their heads, and look gruff. So let's make some reaction modifiers. What's your reaction?
I don't know, do they find me cute or helpless?
Well, considering they just called you a monster, no. To both.
Can I make myself look cute so they'll find me adorable?
Roll acting.
What does that default to?
Oh, I'm sorry, not acting. Is acting a thing? Oh, acting is a thing. Performance -2, public speaking -5, or IQ -5.
I guess we're gonna go IQ -5. Need a 3.
So you need to roll a 3 or a 4, effectively, because you will. Okay,
Nope.
you do not. So you do not look cute or adorable to them. You do hear some "aww" from like a nearby house with a door open, and then you hear, "Can we keep it?" And then you hear the sound of, something getting smacked with a broom. But yeah, no, they're kind of, let's see what their thoughts of you are.
I do have a +2 even without that.
Okay.
Because I am just that handsome a Chocobo.
Okay, let me make one more roll. Oh, damn, okay. Yeah, the first words that came out of this guy's mouth, seemed to not completely pacify them, but, like, they don't have their weapons pointed at you anymore. And they're just kind of, like, cocking their eyes at you. It's less, like, you are a threat and more of, what the hell is this thing?
I keep trying to look cute.
Well, definitely works on at least a couple of people in the group. But the majority of it is still questioning you. However, they see behind you is a bunch of, misfits and oddballs, so they're kind of willing to, listen to what the guy is saying. For those of you who are behind him, he's pretty much just saying, don't worry. They recently found, this majestic creature in a faraway land. Very fast, very capable, possibly better than most thoroughbred horses. And he's just going to,
Are you, Devin, are you still on my back?
Nah, Webby's got me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm standing up now, just holding him in both hands.
When he says possibly better than horses, do you see me ruffle up?
Possibly
And
better, possibly better than thoroughbred horses. Important.
I still ruffle up.
Well, the guy.
Apparently this bird has a bit of pride.
Preen myself.
The guys in front of us saying, "Ha! Better than a thoroughbred horse. No way, with those scrawny legs."
Better than horses? Can we ride that thing?
Do you not see the saddle?
I look at Webby and just
Oh yeah,
cock
good
my
point.
head.
Here, I go to put Basil back on the Chocobo.
Thank you, my dear.
Then I climb up myself and sit in the saddle.
Quick thing to note, it's
I'm
how
happy, by
high
the
at the
way.
shoulder gonna be?
Pretty high. I will amusedly lean down so Webby can climb on me easier.
Okay.
I can just climb on you. I'm really good at climbing.
Okay, do what you will.
I don't suppose either of you know how you got here.
I followed some sort of strange shadow creature through a, tunnel of darkness or something like.
Izzy, have I seen any strange shadow creatures?
Not that you can remember.
Okay. Strange shadow creatures.
Ah! Roll perception to see if you hear that.
I hear it.
I finally passed a roll.
I did not hear it.
Passed by 2.
I'm too busy asking Basil's name.
Yeah. You're too busy asking.
I passed by 5?
Okay, so for those of you that
Yeah.
aren't Webby, hear, ah! The sun's down! The monsters are here!
My name's Basil, and I'm not sure if we should get to cover now.
Cover? Why? What's going on?
So as the sun descends and darkness encapsulates the village, from the darkness, everybody except Webby notices that the shadows seem to be getting a little bit darker. And some of them seem to be staring back at you with two large yellow eyes.
Yellow eyes.
Oh boy.
How often has this happened in the 2 months I've been in this village?
You don't remember ever seeing these things. As far as you know, it was just superstition.
Well then.
Who's riding on me right now?
No one. Oh, Webby is getting onto you.
Is Webby on me yet?
Also, before we do that, also, Dan, I'm just going to say, because you are a busy inventor, the night doesn't hold that much for you. You probably get to sleep so you can rise and shine early.
Okay. I've never seen any problems when I wake up the next morning.
I mean, you've heard stories of how some people, stayed, didn't go into their homes and then disappeared.
Okay.
And they were never heard from again. And they've been trying to convince you that you're probably, the long-lost brother of, Astrid and Gunther.
Izzy, I sent you a quick message that I think I forgot to detail a little bit. I don't think it's a big issue, but just to let you in on it.
I do remember that.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
So yeah, you kind of have a feeling about these things because of that, Will.
So
But you haven't noticed them yet, so.
Yeah, I haven't noticed them. I'm still looking around.
Yeah. So with that, this is going to be a combat demo for you guys.
Okay.
Izzy, I'm gonna type you a message real quick, like a private response to.
Sure. I have a pretty good idea of what it's for, but, yeah, go for it. Let me just pull open my information about this particular NPC, because we're going to be dealing with lots of them, probably.
Lots of small black things with large yellow eyes spammed in a Kingdom Hearts game?
I
That's
know.
nonsense.
There's no way this could possibly go bad.
That never ever happens.
Okay, Wex, I'm going to say ultimately up to you, which is very vague.
Yeah, let's see how some of the fight goes.
Roll it. See what happens.
Well, again, let's see how the fight goes before I do anything.
Okay, fair enough. So, first thing that happens is everybody just type into Roll20 what your base speed is. Your base speed determines how the order you move in. Also, if anybody has enhanced time sense, you go before.
I don't think you let anybody take that, but I do have combat reflexes.
I didn't let anybody take altered time rate.
Oh, okay.
Altered time rate lets you get multiple actions. Enhanced time sense is the mental only version of that.
Gotcha. I have combat reflexes, which gives the team +1 initiative to avoid a surprise attack.
Okay, well, it's only a surprise for you, but yeah. So you are going to notice these things before they get to attack you. So you are effectively treated as not surprised for this. So first things first. People with enhanced time sense.
Nope.
I know one of you has enhanced time sense. I want you to look over your sheets.
Not me.
Nope.
Which leaves.
It's not me.
Are you? I thought you had it.
Would it be an advantage?
It's an advantage.
Then no. Enhanced time sense?
I thought you had it.
I did visualization, which we enhanced to last time.
Huh.
Maybe you're
Yeah, you
thinking
think
of
you'd be
somebody
the
from the other group that has Final Fantasy characters in it.
I don't remember. I would have swore it was Basil. Oh well, whatever. In any case, Chocobo, you go first. That's not actually your name. I know.
It is not. I don't have a name right now.
That's right. Chocobo first. But as these things approach town, let me just split this up. There's probably like a group of 20 or so of them. A couple of them, stay on the outskirts of town. A few of them look like they're starting to shuffle into houses by going flat and just kind of sliding right under the doors. And it looks like a couple of the menfolk around you are kind of rushing to deal with that. And a group of about 8 of these things are surrounding you 4.
Have I noticed them yet?
Yes, you have noticed them once they surround you.
Webby!
Oh,
What's
it's
it,
those
Webby?
things. I
Is-
jumped down off the chocobo, and very suddenly something's going to appear in my hand here.
It's not your turn, though, sir.
Oh,
Is Webby on me yet fully or not?
Webby,
I jumped down when I noticed these things.
Yeah.
Well, we have the same initiative.
Oh, okay,
Oh, okay.
sorry. What is your dexterities?
12.
Yeah, she's higher than me.
Okay, Webby, you are first. So you do jump down and you do your thing, which is explain.
So that appears in my hand. Out of nowhere in a flash of light.
That's a cool keyblade.
Which world is that from?
It is a custom thing. I can give you the link to a guy that has drawn a ton of really cool custom blades. But this one's from a attraction at Disney World.
Okay.
It's like the World of Color or something.
I think it's the fountain show in
Yeah,
Epcot.
Makes sense.
that sounds right.
It is called Spectrum Splash.
Yep, that's what it is then.
Izzy, I have a question for you privately.
I'm pretty sure I know exactly what that question is.
Here, that guy has tons of really cool ones.
I knew that was going to come up, Wex. I knew.
Just checking. Okay,
Yeah, no. That is, in fact, exactly how that works.
good.
All right, so...
Webby's gonna say, call out, stay back! This thing, you have to use one of these thingies to hurt him.
Okay, is it my turn?
Yep.
I'm gonna grab Webby and toss her back on me.
Okay.
Ah!
You now have mounted combat. All right. Next up...
You get a sense of I will help you. Like you feel my willingness to help you somehow in the back of your mind as soon as you sit down on it.
Don't worry. This bird
okay.
does that a lot. You get used to it pretty quickly.
Also, just so you guys know, for a little interaction with me, I can also feel what you feel when you're riding me. So if you ever want to be riding me and just describe what you're feeling, I can empathetically understand that, as long as you're on.
Okay.
Alrighty. With that said, Basil, it is now your go.
Well, I'm going to ask Webby how her throwing arm is. Excuse me, ma'am. How good's your aim?
Pretty decent, I guess.
There's a throwing skill, Will, before you answer that.
I know.
Okay. As long as you know.
I also know I don't have it.
Well, just throw me at one of these things when they get close.
What am I throwing?
Me!
Oh, okay.
Ark?
I pick Basil up in my left hand.
Yep, you have to wait for your turn before you can throw him. But,
Okay.
Dr. Boy.
All right. Well, since I don't have fast draw or anything like that, Dr. Boy is going to pop off his tinfoil hat, stick his arm all the way into it, and comes out with what at least what Webby would certainly recognize as a submachine gun. And that's my turn.
This is such a special party.
I can't wait to run into the serious group, who I'm sure are like all humanoids who are like super serious, and then we just trot up. Literally a pack of animals.
It feels very Kingdom Hearts when you put it that way.
I want to point out that you guys do, in fact, as per
Hey,
most...
2/3 of the primary party in Kingdom Hearts is not human.
I wanted to point out, as per Kingdom Hearts parties, you in fact have an anthropomorphic duck, an anthropomorphic dog, a mouse that does stuff and shows up and disappears, and something that to get around on. You guys are, in fact, the quintessential Kingdom Hearts party, minus the human player character.
They're all in the other
We'll get
group.
those next time.
They're all in the other group.
Exactly. Well, I'm going to tell you guys this. One of them is very distinctly not human.
Well, we'll see.
You'll see. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. So yeah, now it is the Shadow's turn. And I'm just going to throw this on there. Oh, crap. Whatever. I'm going to have to remember this for next time because I screwed up. The Shadow should have gone before Dr. Boy. Or the Shadows should have gone before Dr. Boy. So 4 of the 8 of them are going to flatten and go 2-dimensional, and then just kind of get close to you, whereas the other 4 are each going to take a swing at each one of you.
Webby's got a -1 size mod. I'm sure Basil has an even bigger size mod.
Basil has a -7, I think. Yeah.
How are you working that with them on top of me, too?
They can jump.
Yeah,
the shadows.
they can jump, is how I'm going to work that for now.
Okay.
They do jump in the game. Clumsily, but they do it.
Yes. So, first things first. First attack at the Chocobo. So how this works is it is their attack skill, which is garbage, I might add, but... Okay, that is a success to hit the Chocobo. Chocobo, you now have your option. You may choose to do a defensive action. You may choose to dodge or to parry, and then you may roll that. If you fail, then the attack connects, and then I roll damage.
Pretty sure dodge is what I want. Actually, this is... Hold on. How heavy are you, Webby?
I weigh 45 pounds.
I am not encumbered at all. I was expecting real people to ride me.
Yes, no, you in fact have the two lightest people. Actually, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure Webby is lighter than Dr. Boy at this point.
Yeah, I put myself at like 85
I'm pretty
pounds.
sure I could carry all three of them and not be encumbered.
Fantastic.
I know what you bought up, and yeah, probably.
Well, it makes sense. You're a Chocobo.
Yeah, roll dodge.
I don't think that succeeds, though.
Okay, well, you do have a dodge skill. It's on your base stats. In the lower right hand, if you're using the Excel sheet I provided, you see it.
So yes, I do not dodge.
Okay, you do not dodge, which means this is a hit. So I'm just going to roll this damage here because I don't have a macro and I don't feel like typing it out. It is not terrible. Hello, can you hear me? So this is going to be a swing damage as they try to claw at you. That is 2 damage.
To where?
Unspecified, which will always mean torso.
Okay, nothing.
Yeah,
Armor.
Yeah, I know. It pings off your DR, and the thing just it kind of registers that didn't work, but it's not going to stop it from continuing to try. Next one is going to be swinging at Webby. Webby, this
That looks bad.
Never mind.
Yep.
I wanted to get everybody a feel for how combat works, where you have to roll the attack, then roll your defense kind of thing.
Yep.
But whatever.
I've done GURPS before. I'm familiar.
Yep. All right. Next up will be Basil. So Basil.
I'm kind of waiting to be thrown.
I know, but you're still getting attacked.
Well, this is the Heartless attacking you.
This is the Heartless attacking you.
Which a 6 would normally be a really easy hit, but you're tiny, so...
Yeah, no, they have a -7 to hit you, which means they actually have to crit to hit Basil. So
Do I still need to roll?
No,
No.
They didn't hit you. This fails to hit you.
Okay.
They just missed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Dr. Boy, the 4th one, is going at you.
Alright. That'll hit.
That hits, yes.
Well, I will roll my dodge. It's not good, so I'm probably just going to tank the damage.
Fair.
Yeah, that's not a pass.
All right. It's
It's
swinging.
always worth rolling anyways.
Yeah, it's swinging at you with the claw. Okay, that
Most of the
is
time.
3 damage.
Alright, what type of damage?
This is just blunt damage.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I just ignore it, but hold on.
What's your DR on your
If
torso?
it's blunt damage, it
I-
uses the lower of a slash number.
So my... Well, my natural DR is 4, and then I do have armor on my chest. I'm also have my
Natural
other thing.
DI will just tank it then.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're fine. Okay, so yeah, you guys have gotten through this first round and noticed you all kind of think to yourself, "Huh, why is everybody panicking about these things?" And then you kind of start hearing screams from inside the houses.
Oh, I'm serious about these things. I've seen these things before.
Okay, and with that said, it is now the Chocobo's turn. Also, you guys can delay to go later on in the turn order.
I mean, Webby goes first before me,
I'm sorry. Webby, you go first.
but
I do as Basil asked and chuck him at one of these things.
Okay. You can probably just drop him on one of their heads because they're so close to you.
Great, then I don't have to use my action to drop something.
Exactly.
I drop Basil on one of these things, and then I swing the Keyblade at it, at another one.
Cool. Roll to hit.
Alright.
I'm assuming that hits.
No, because I just typed 6 and didn't actually roll.
Oh,
There you go.
I'm assuming
That hits.
Okay, good. Let's see. Where the hell did I put these things as dodge? Actually, no! Classic Kingdom Hearts. This thing is going to try to parry you by swinging your claws to leave you open for another attack. Because shadows do that, and they're fucking annoying.
Frickin' shadows.
It fails to do so.
Alright. So I have my swing damage written down here. What do I do for hitting this thing with a Keyblade?
Oh, that's right. I never gave you the damage on the Keyblade, did I?
You did not.
Okay, so I will just type this to you for now.
Looks like you're typing it in general,
Apologies.
just to make sure you meant to do that or whatever.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Oh wait, I'm gonna roll the damage in the roll 20 anyways, so they're gonna see the equation.
They're going to see the
Unless you want
equation.
me to roll it secretly.
No. You can roll it publicly, but I want you to write this down.
Okay. Da 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 da.
And I'm going to tell you this now. Well, you can always power up your Keyblade by spending experience on it.
Okay.
Like, that is trivial to do.
Just like the game.
Just like the game. Or, form shifts. And everything the Keyblade can do in the games, or all the stuff you have access to, you can upgrade with your points.
Okay.
And put into the Keyblade.
Alright, so the damage is that. So. And that's added on to normal swing or thrust?
Yes.
Alright.
So the second one in your case, because these are shadows.
I am swinging at this thing, and. That was a terrible roll. Well, I guess it wasn't awful.
It was not terrible.
Wasn't certainly wasn't the worst I could do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You strike a powerful blow on this thing. It is still around, but it definitely looks like, well, that it's wisping a little.
Yeah! Take that, you shadow monster thing!
With that, it is now Basil's turn.
I didn't go.
I'm sorry, Wex. I keep thinking you're first. Wex,
Because people think Chocobos are super fast.
Yeah.
Which they are.
I am. Just not Webigale fast.
Well, we're the same speed, I just have a higher dexterity score.
yeah.
I mean, I can peck it. I guess.
I mean, you can peck it.
I guess I'll peck it.
Okay, do you have a... Roll me, brawling.
Which I have a rank in.
Cool.
I miss. Do you get to move and attack in this system?
Yes.
Okay, is there anywhere else, like, things are happening?
I mean, there are screams coming from various houses. The majority of the Heartlesses, there were like 20 of them. They went into various houses. The bulk of them are the 8 that are surrounding you guys. From
Alright,
what
well,
you can see.
I'm just gonna stay here then and stay in a fighting stance.
All right. That said, Basil, it is now your go.
Well, I haven't been thrown yet. Where's the nearest?
No, you were dropped onto one of
I
their
dropped
heads.
you onto one of them.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just going to utilize my mind control on the Heartless.
You what now?
Roll IQ.
And this is going to cost FP.
Yep, 1 FP I believe is what it was. Okay.
Oh, also the unreliable thing.
All right.
How did that work again?
Well, that would be your activation, which you passed. So now roll the IQ. Okay. So you have passed by 3. Congratulations.
Okay.
The Heartless has failed by much. So, congratulations! You now have a Heartless puppet that you can ride around on. What is the order you are given?
I was about to say, do I still have I still have the compartmentalized mind, so I can.
Yes, you can
tell
give
it
it. You
to,
can give it a command.
Attack the nearest other Heartless.
Okay, the one that there are 2 that are equidistant. The one that was already hit with the Keyblade, or the other one.
The other one.
Okay then. Oh god.
Because it, just like, this is metagaming a little bit, but
Well, unfortunately, it missed.
okay.
Actually, I'm just gonna have you roll its attacks from now on, and I'll just tell you whether or not it succeeds.
Okay.
But
Because I don't have a stat thing.
yep. Unfortunately, I might give this to you after you've taken control of a few of these guys, just so you have access to it. But they're not that impressive. With that said, Dr. Boy.
All right. Well, I will aim then, because otherwise my accuracy is going to be garbage. So yeah, I will aim at one of these shadow creatures.
Okay, which one? An undamaged one or the damaged one?
Undamaged.
Okay.
I remember using guns and having to take the aim action.
Yes, you did, Kino. Yes, you did. All right. With that said, it is now the Shadow's turns. The one that was damaged is going to take another swing at Webby, first off. That'll hit. Roll defense.
I will parry, since I now have my hand free.
Okay.
Pass by 3.
Okay, you've successfully parried with the Keyblade. Next one is attacking the...
Well, that was parrying with bare hand with judo. I can pass the parry with Keyblade also, but...
Oh, right, I forgot you had judo. Okay, yeah, you just kind of like grab the thing's hand, so leaving it open for its next attack. Chocobo, you are getting attacked by the same one.
Go for it.
It misses you.
Lark.
Oh, no, wait. No, wait. I'm sorry. I lied. It passes by 0.
Yeah, I am large, so I'm easier to hit.
Yeah. So it passes by more than 0.
I definitely don't dodge.
Yeah. It strikes you for... It swings its blunted claws at you for 3 damage.
Nothing.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't think these things can actually hurt you.
Yep.
Next one's going to attack the ones that were in 2-dimensional form are going to rise up and become 3-dimensional again. Another one is going to attack the Chocobo. That hits. Roll another defense, please.
Nope.
It's... Wow. That's -1 damage. Okay.
I heal.
You don't. That's not how that works, actually. Another one is going to attack Webby. Undamaged, that just popped out of the ground. It misses. 2 of them are now going to surround you, Dr. Boy. One that's in your sights, and the other one that is not. First one hits by 0.
Okay. I will attempt to dodge.
Okay, I believe you lose your aim action if you dodge.
Oh, then I will. Sorry, I didn't realize that. Then I will not dodge.
Okay.
Yep.
That is the unfortunate thing of aiming, especially when you're aiming in...
Guns are powerful, but they're tricky to pull off in melee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You also are at a penalty because you're shooting, right next to you.
True.
All right, so it's swinging at you for 1 damage, which I believe your DR also tanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Second one's attacking you. Never mind. All right, and the last one, the 7th one, is going to try to attack Basil, who is on a Heartless, and will succeed unless Basil attempts to dodge or parry.
Did you take the -7 into account? Because I remember.
Never.
6
That's
was
right.
last
Yeah.
time.
Never mind. Yep. Never mind. It does not hit you. I completely.
Does it hit the thing I'm riding on?
Was not aiming at that, so no.
Okay. Well, I mean, if it goes for an overhead swipe, then
Yeah. If a crit passes or crit, if a crit failed, it would hit an ally. If it crit succeeded, it would either hit you or the your mount. That said, gentlemen, I'm going to let you RP for like 30 seconds because I really need to use the bathroom. Be right back. In combat banter, go.
I don't think I've ever seen so many of these things. Or quite so large, really.
I've never seen them before in real life, at least. Although I guess if this thing is real, then these things must be too.
What's that strange weapon you're wielding, anyway?
I don't know. All I know is it's called a keyblade.
Where did you get it?
You sense
I don't know. I saw it
familiarity.
in a dream, and then it turned out it was real.
You get a sense of
It can just appear
familiarity
in my
from me.
hand.
You get a sense of familiarity from me when you say, talk about the Keyblade. Like I know what
Huh?
it is. Somehow.
Do you know what this thing is, Chocobo thing?
A sense of unsureness.
What?
And I still haven't talked to... Why is there a talking dog? I'm not one to talk, but still...
What?
Work?
No, I didn't hear what you were saying.
Kex, why is there a talking dog? I mean, yes, I know I'm not much one to talk, but at the same time, also, he looks a little...
I don't know, but he's the only one I've met so far here who seems to know what's going on and where we are. Kind of.
I like him already.
Lark! You sense an agreement from me. How is Webby feeling right now? I want to know.
Actually, something between, like, fear and excitement.
You sense reassurance coming from me.
Like, there's definitely a concern about these, shadow monsters, but also, she seems to be quite content to be in this fight.
You sense, you get reassurance from me that this will be okay, and confidence because you're using that weapon.
Alright.
Alrighty. With that said, it is now Webby's turn.
Alright, I swipe at this thing that I hit once already.
Alright, roll it.
That is not quite a crit, I don't think.
What's your skill?
Effective skill is 12.
Okay, just so you guys know, if your skill is 15 and or higher, your crit range increases. So if your skill is a 15 and you roll a 5, because it's 10 less than your effective skill threshold, a 5 becomes a crit. 16 is the same thing. You can never get the crit range to extend beyond a 6. Does everybody understand that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Extend beyond a 6?
Yeah. So if your skill threshold is 16, you will crit on you will have a critical success on a 3 and a success on 4, 5, and 6 no matter what, because it's 10 less. Or rather, those will all count as critical successes, actually. Because it's 10 less
Rolling
than...
10 under your effective skill is an auto success.
Yes.
Basically. Up to 6. Up to the roll of 6.
Yeah. And critical successes are successes, but a little bit better. It's like rolling a 20 in the D20 system. Anyway, so it's going to attempt to parry you. I believe that's a fail. That fails.
Alright, I clobber it this time.
That was such overkill. Yeah, you smack the thing down, and it immediately disperses into darkness, and you notice, all of you, that there is a pink heart that just kind of circles around and just kind of goes up into the sky before disappearing. Next up, we have the Chocobo.
I will strike another one.
Roll it.
I hit!
You do hit. It is going to attempt to parry. It fails. They are garbage. Alright. Roll damage.
So that is 2.
Alright, you have successfully pecked at it right in the head. You think it might be a little agitated, but you're not sure. You can't really tell. Its eyes are very lifeless. Next up is Basil.
All right. So the one that I have control of, I will tell it to attack the, well, now nearest Heartless. That's the only option I got.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are kind of in a mob of them, so you can do that.
And then I'll use my compartmentalized mind to use another mind control list.
Sure. Well, let's first off roll 3d6 for the attack for the Heartless. Its brawling skill is at 10. So, okay, that's a pass. This one will attempt to dodge out of the way. Yeah, that thing goes two-dimensional and does not get attacked. Like it cannot take damage for the rest of the turn because it went flat. That's what a critical success would be for this thing. All right, now for your mind control. Roll it. Okay. Oh wait, that's the activation, and don't forget to spend your FP.
Okay.
Now it's your IQ. Psh, Jesus, you're only rolling 12s.
Yeah, I'm not sure if something's like, because I get a weird amount of
You look
consistency.
at the numbers; they're all different.
Yeah,
so
it's okay. You get a second one. Like it just flat up fails. So you have beaten the contest of wills. You now have 2 of these things under your control.
And now I tell the second one to
no, you're out.
Yeah,
you're out.
Yeah.
Next up, Dr. Boy. Doctor? Dan?
Yes.
You go.
Oh, yep. All right. Well, I'll open fire on the one I was aiming at.
Roll it. Submachine guns.
So rate of fire 10. I think that gives me a +2 to hit.
Okay.
And then I have the weapon normally has accuracy 3, so total of +5 to the roll. And then what's my penalty for being close?
I want to say it's -3. We'll go with -3 now because I'm gonna need to double check that. But
All right, so guns +2 then is the net. Pass by 1. So does that mean 2 bullets hit?
I believe that means 2 bullets hit.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually have to look up. I was not expecting guns to show up this early in game, so.
You saw my inventory sheet.
I did. I forgot. So I believe that means I need to make 2 dodge rolls.
Yes.
Both hit.
All right. So I roll damage separately for each one, right?
Yes. Unless it is a burst fire gun.
It is not.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
So that's-
Wait, that's literally impossible. What the hell?
you rolled 2d. You need to put in 2d6.
Oh, yeah. This is piercing plus, by the way. So 10 and...
Awesome. So it divides
And
their
11.
armor.
Okay, so the first bullet just shreds the thing, and then you're shooting at air. Like, you literally... Like, you explode the thing. There is nothing there. Perception check, everybody.
Made it.
Pass by 3.
I completely did not see whatever happened.
You probably... It makes the most sense that you don't. Basil, how about you?
Just funny, because Webby might be the only one that actually knows what a gun is.
Basil does. There
Oh,
are,
okay.
There are guns in the Great Mouse Detective, I think.
They're not...
I suspect I've seen one at some point.
You probably have. It's a noisy stick that makes things go away. Devin, you there?
Yes.
Rolled 3d6. Perception. Okay, so everybody except Webby. You remember how I made a point to say when Webby killed a Heartless, you saw hearts kind of spiral out of the thing and go into the sky?
Yeah?
There is nothing when this one dies. It was just kind of there, and then just like the darkness evaporates, but there was nothing there.
How curious.
Well, you don't notice that, Webby.
Yep.
That said, it is now the Heartless's turn again. There's only 4 left. So 1 for each of you. First one will go at Chocobo. That'll hit. Roll defense.
That'll dodge. Yep, that'll dodge.
Okay. Next one will go at Webby. That'll also hit.
Dodge, Webby, dodge.
That is another judo parry.
You've got another one's claw in your vice grip-like hand. Next one is coming at Basil. Never mind. Next one is going at Dr. Boy. Also never mind.
Haha!
Success! Alright.
I'm pretty sure Webby's the most vulnerable person in this party right now. And even then, not really.
I was about to say her judo throws seem to be making up for it a little bit.
I have very good active defenses.
Yeah. So, Webby, you're up first.
I swing at this one that's attacked me again.
Okay, go for it. That hits.
That hits.
It's going to attempt to parry. It will fail.
It takes 8 damage from the Keyblade.
Yeah, no, this undamaged one just literally poofs, and you see another heart spiraling up towards the sky. Chocobo, your turn.
I will strike one.
Okay.
I will miss.
You will miss. Okay.
I think. Let me double check that, but I think I miss.
Depends on how many points you have in the brawling skill.
Just one.
I believe it's easy. Brawl.
Brawling,
Nope,
I'm pretty sure is easy.
I hit.
Oh, you do hit. Okay, it will try to dodge. It will fail to dodge.
I deal it 4 damage.
Okay. Is this the one you already pecked at?
Sure.
Okay, it's gone. These things do not have a lot of HP, if you guys did not
Did
realize.
a heart come out of it?
No. Oh! Yes!
I eat it.
Roll me a connoisseur check.
Well, Izzy, I'm eating it to save it for later, shall we say.
Roll me a connoisseur check.
I don't know what that takes.
It's... Connoisseur. It is going to... It's probably going to be an IQ minus something. Connoisseur, IQ minus 5.
I definitely don't pass that.
Okay. It tastes really good for half a second, but then it kind of just like keeps going through your beak and just spirals up into the sky. You can't. You can't actually
store it.
You can't actually eat it. It just kind of dematerializes.
Oh, I was hoping I could store it for later.
Sorry.
You need special magic powers for that.
Again, I was hoping I could store it for later.
Yeah. I'm actually not going to bring any more attention to that. Basil, your go. It's your turn, Basil.
How many are even
okay.
left?
There are 2 left, and
don't I have control of both of them?
Well, there are 4 left. Then there are 2.
Okay.
There are 2 actively against you guys.
I'll send both of my dudes to attack one.
Okay. Roll me 2 attack rolls. The first one hits. The second one does not. Active defense fails. Okay, the damage on these guys is 1d minus 1. And that's for swing. Thrust is 1 less than that, so just roll 1 die. Or I can roll it for you.
Max damage, Heartless.
The fuck? The fuck, man?
I mean...
I
Congratulations.
wasn't expecting to get hit by its buddy.
Yeah, I'm just going to say that this one also pops.
Oh.
Well, like, I'm giving you 1 extra damage just because it was a surprise attack.
Good way to put it.
Alright, which means, Dr. Boy, there is one of these things left.
All right. If there's just one left, I'm gonna start running towards one of the houses then.
Make me a perception check.
All right. Pass by 5.
Okay, so within running distance, well, the 4 closest houses are your workshop. One of the houses you can hear from inside has got a bunch of screaming children and a grunting man. Another house has just got, what sounds like just a sudden shriek of terror that's going silent. And the third one, it sounds like a lot of stuff is breaking.
Let's go for the one with the shrieking kids.
So the second one?
The first one that you described that isn't my workshop.
Okay. It's literally directly across the street from your workshop.
Because none of the Heartless one in my workshop, right?
They did, but there's no one in there.
All right, well, we'll go save the kids then.
Okay. So that's gonna be your what's your base move?
Oh Lord, 4.
It's 4 yards. Okay, you'll be able to get to the door frame by the end of your turn. You'll be able to open the door on your next turn.
Okay.
With that said, there's 1 Heartless left. It is going to attack Webby. It's going to miss. So it's Webby's turn.
Webby is gonna attack it back.
Sure.
That missed.
Okay, Webby will not attack it back. Chocobo, your turn.
Anyway, I can use my mount skill to give Webby another attack.
Sure. You need to roll mount.
Oh no, what a hard skill for me.
I know.
Yeah.
That seems pretty good.
Yeah.
Webby, as you swing,
Yeah.
I reposition so your swing continues.
Yeah.
Alright.
So,
Is that good, is he?
yeah, I'm going to say you can make an extra roll. I'm actually going to have to figure out the exact mechanics for that, but I'll let you get an extra attack for that one.
I figured let's let her
Alright,
be
that
cool.
one landed.
Okay. Active defense. Oh, it manages to parry you. Like
Snap.
Like
Ping.
the shadow of Dickory. The last one always does that. Now it is Basil's turn.
Well, that does mean that its that one's active defenses are at penalty now against these attacks. So
Mm-hmm. So Basil, what you having them do?
There's one that's outside of my control.
There's only one left that's outside of your control.
I'll have them both attack it.
Okay. So roll 3d6 twice. That's 1d6. You need to hit up twice, I believe. Okay. Okay. The first one hits, the second one doesn't. Roll me a d6. -1, 3. Okay, it's still up. But you have success. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Active defense. Never mind. This one dodges it.
it's got -2 because it already used an active defense on my turn.
Oh.
On the Chocobo's turn.
I thought each defense was counted separately. I'm also relearning the system.
No, wait, I think you are right. I think each defense uses its own track.
Mm-hmm. So,
Okay.
So with that, it's Dr. Boy's turn.
Dr. Boy!
Still with us, Doc?
Dan? Is he here?
Dan, did you fall asleep?
Dan! Alright, we're gonna skip him for now. Gonna attack Webby again. Hits.
Alright, Perry. Exact hit. Pass by 0 on the parry check.
Okay. Then it is parried. Which means it's back to your turn.
Then I will attack this one. Finish it off! That hits.
It does. Oh, we got Dan back, maybe. Alright,
yeah.
roll damage.
I clobber the crap out of this one.
It's gone. A heart comes out of it and spirals up into the night sky. Dan, we're just going to take a step back and go back to your turn.
All right, I open the door.
Okay. Inside, quickly surveying the area, you see two children hiding behind, a gruff-looking Scotsman with, a broadsword, who, the sword is actually indented into the ground around a heartless that has just gone flat. And then it is kind of, going sideways out of the blade and before manifesting.
Am I able to take... do I still able to take an action, or does the opening the door count as my only thing for the turn?
You can take an action because that would be the equivalent of your move.
All right, I'm gonna aim and yell at the group to run towards me, around, basically just run around behind me.
Oi! Kids were saved by the sorcerer.
That brings me to my turn, right?
This Heartless and these guys get to act.
Well, Dan said, "Oh, he's talking to the guys in there."
Yeah, I'm yelling at the people to run behind me, so I'm not firing into a crowd.
Yeah. Actually, the Heartless is going to dig into this guy for max damage, of course.
God
so,
damn it.
So the kids are going to manage to, run by, and the dad's going to kind of block them with his body, and the Heartless is just going to kind of sink its claws directly into this thing. And Dan, I need you to make a will check.
Shit. All right. Pass by 0.
Okay, you succeed the fear. You are not stunned. As the claws sink into this thing, the man is kind of you can see what appears to be a pink heart leave his body and just surround by darkness as his body fades into nothingness. And where there was one Heartless and a man, now two Heartless stand.
Well,
that's a literal nightmare.
Zombies!
That's actually how Heartless work. So, with that said, it is now... Webby, you already got your action because we skipped Dan, so it's now the Chocobo's turn.
So is there anything left out here?
There are 2 Heartless, but it's obvious that they are being controlled by Basil.
Like, what can I get to out here?
I mean-
I don't know if I'll fit in houses.
Yeah, that's there are a bunch of houses. Some of them have, if you heard the descriptions I had, the house that Dr. Dog is, or Dr. Boy is at, had a couple of screaming kids and a gruff-sounding man. Another one of the houses just has, like, shrieks and then went silent. Another house, it sounds like things are breaking. And then there's, the workshop, which sounds like there is some movement going on in there.
I send an impulse of unsurety to Webby. I said, I'm not sure where we should go, what to do next.
I point with my keyblade towards the screaming children.
So
And I run towards them.
okay, so where Dr. Boy already is. Okay.
Yes.
Charge!
I do so.
All right. Your base move is ridiculous. You're gonna get there in no time.
Yep,
Okay.
I am very fast.
Yeah, you get there. I'm just gonna say that's your turn for the most part. Because I don't think you can charge past Doctor because the door frame is not that big to, lance attack one of these things. In any case, you're there. Now it is Basil's turn.
So the one that was left outside is now taken care of, right?
Yep, it's the only Heartless out there are the 2 you're controlling.
I'm going to... Do I know which buildings are probably still occupied?
I mean, again, you heard the same thing as everybody else where the screams were coming from. If you would like to get more information than that, you have skills for that.
I think... just because they're civilians here and these things are the enemy, I'm going to station them like as equidistant as I can from the 3 locations to try and cut off anyone who might try to escape.
Okay, so you're effectively going to move a few feet forward just so you are equidistant from all the houses?
And basically ready in action to go after anything that comes out, and I'm going to use this command for both of the 2 that I have dominant.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, let's see. The children are going to come running outside, passing by the Chocobo, passing by Dr. Boy. And they are going to see 2 more monsters in the middle of the street. One of them is not quite afraid. The other one turns and runs screaming into the moor at night.
Screaming into the what?
The moor. The woods.
Oh, okay. Run screaming out there. Okay.
Yeah. The other one is kind of just going to like stand their ground, look up at everybody else, and just kind of like back away, but stay kind of close to the group.
I've got these 2 now. Just stay clear of any others that you see.
It's going to nod at you. The kid's going to nod at you. Let me make a few background rolls real quick. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Izzy, are you killing all the civilians?
I'm not. This dice roller is.
Damn it, dice roller.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Was that a 16? Jeez. That's 2 16s.
A 16, a 13, a 16, and a 12.
Wait, aren't these supposed to be... You're supposed to be rolling low to hit, right?
These aren't rolls. These are escape checks.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah. Okay, so no one's getting out into the road. One One more check.
They need to take a lesson from me and escape.
Yeah. Okay, surprisingly, that hits. Even though all these rolls... I have such crap roll luck on this dice roller.
Yeah.
Dan can tell you all about it.
Oh, yeah.
But at another time. All right, so the two Heartless that are in the room with you guys. One of them is going to go two-dimensional. The other one is going to kind of rush forward and attack the Chocobo. That hits. Defense?
Does not dodge. He hits me.
Okay. 4 damage.
Nope.
Jeez. What's
You're
the... What's
You're
the...
looking for 9. You're looking for 9.
I don't think that's possible on a D6 minus 1.
Well, then they can't hurt me.
They can't hurt your body. They're going to start going after your eyes.
Well, can Blunt still do like a single point of damage through DR?
It can, but it has to be at least 5.
Okay.
It has to be at least 5 damage, and then it's intervals of 5.
Then you're looking for 5.
Yeah, which is max damage for these things. So, yeah, that brings us back to Webby's turn.
Alright, are there any Heartless in range from my position on Chocobo?
The one that just ran up and attacked the Chocobo.
I whack that one.
Okay. Roll it.
Hit, just barely, unless they have a size modifier bonus.
They do not.
That's passed by 0.
Alright, does not dodge.
Alrighty then. It takes 5.
It was kind of a crappy roll. It's
Yeah,
still
it was.
It's still up. Now it's Chocobo's turn.
I'll see if I can finish it off.
Heat it up there for you.
1 damage.
It gets a defense first. It succeeds the dodge defense.
Peck.
But one damage would have been enough to kill it.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay. Basil, your go. Are you still just going to hold action?
What is that?
It's your turn again.
And what were you saying?
Are you going to just keep holding in the center of the square, or are you going to do something else?
Holding, because once again, I don't want to panic any of the locals if I can help.
Okay. Oh, I completely forgot about him. Damn. Okay. Now it is Dr. Boy's turn.
All right. So the guy is in it. So the Heartless is in a melee range with me because he attacked the Chocobo, right?
He's like a few feet away from you, so he's very close range. So
Okay.
it's only going to be like a -1 penalty.
Okay. All right. So that is a, let's see, so net +4. Where is it?
I'm assuming that
So
hits.
pass by 6.
Dodge fails. Okay, roll damage.
Well, he'd roll for 6 bullets, right?
Yeah. Oh, 6 ratio. I think that's 3 bullets. Because I think it's a rate of fire kind of thing. Again, need to relook up guns. You'll probably kill it on 1 bullet, though.
Probably.
Yeah,
So that's
you killed it.
6.
You killed
Okay.
it. That one had 1 HP left. The other one is flattened against the wall.
Okay.
All right. So with that all done, you guys hear what sounds like a I guess elk horn in the distance. Dan, you would know what this sound is.
I assume it's the Lord's retainers or something.
That's the Dingwall cry of battle. And if everybody can make me a perception check.
Got it.
Pass by 4.
Yeah, it's a pass or fail at this point. There's no modifier for this.
Okay. Pass.
Pass.
Okay, from up on top of the hill at the end of the street, like midway between here and the castle, you see what appears to be a blonde individual on a horse, carrying some kind of crazy invention as a weapon. Dr. Boy, you know exactly what this is.
What type of weapon is it?
Oh, it's... so you know how, like, spiked balls on chain you can spin around your head?
Yeah, flails.
Yeah, so this guy had the great idea to effectively turn a sword into something like that. So you put a spring on the hilt of a sword, and now it's just got, like, a helicopter blade over his head.
Oh no.
The Slinky Blade 6000. We're saved.
Yes. Let me make a quick check.
That is not how a sword works!
Only if your mind is too small.
Work!
Only if you want to be able to block anything, you nitwit!
Why do you block things when
yeah.
you can fire it from a distance?
Yeah, you're gonna hear this guy start to, you know, shout. And, let's see, who passed by the most? Dr. Boy and Webby. And Dr. Boy, you would know this to be true. As he is riding down, you see just kind of like this foggy look come over his eyes as the horse kind of, you know, does a sudden jerk as it jumps over a pothole in the road. And he loses his handling on the horse and literally falls off the horse and is being dragged behind him. However, he's still swinging that sword.
Failed ride check, succeeded concentration check.
This I don't know if I would count it as a succeeded concentration check, but let's see. And let me just roll.
This horse gonna get mutilated.
Oh, how do you roll a 4 on this?
1 + 1 + 2.
Okay, so yeah, the horse drags this guy's ass through town, and he manages to kill the Heartless that Basil has under his control that he is not currently riding on. One quick shot.
You sense extreme puzzlement from me, Webby.
You sense the same from me.
And the horse just keeps going straight into the woods. And then you just hear kind of like a lawnmower sound effect as like trees, like full-grown trees start toppling around where that horse disappeared through. And you hear, "For Dingwall!" And then you just kind of... And yeah, that's...
Who was that guy?
Oh.
Dan, you know that was the lord of this village's town, Lord Dingwall's son, Wee Dingwall.
He's my best customer.
Oh, actually, with that comment, yeah. From one of the houses, that customer that showed up when you and Webby were talking in the back room pops out of one of the houses and kind of just shouts, "You really need to get better clientele," before kind of dashing across the street into another house.
Why is he throwing so much shade on Wee Dingwall?
You mean the guy who just lawn mowed the forest?
I mean, if you know what this guy looks like, he probably deserves it.
I think you're the only one who's gotten the reference.
Am I the only one that figured out where we are?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I'll get right on telling you that in character.
Hold on, let me actually see if I can find a... Yeah. Hold on. Here is a, I don't know if I can send a picture to you guys without,
You keep GMing, I'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah, finding a appropriate picture. Okay, in the meantime, the Heartless in the building with you guys is now going to become tangential again and attack Webby. Never mind. Webby, you're up.
Webby attacks it back as it flies aimlessly past me.
Yep.
I missed it also, though.
Chocobo, you're up.
Can I use my mount to try and redirect Webby again?
You may spin, And you know, if you succeed on this, Webby will get the extra attack. Yes.
Yeah, I succeed.
Webby, the Chocobo spins in place, keeping your momentum going.
Oh! I hit it this time.
It dodges like a boss.
Drat.
Yeah. Dr. Boy. Oh, I'm sorry, Basil. Basil, you're next. I apologize. You have one Heartless currently under your control. One of them was lawnmowered by wee Dingwall.
Oh, wee Dingwall.
Wee Dingwall.
I'm gonna miss him.
Send me a link to the picture first, Wex, so I know which one it is that you're using.
I'm just trying to get in a format that doesn't reveal where it's from.
Yeah, please and thank you.
Actually, that might be good enough.
All right, Wex. Or I'm sorry, not Wex. Devin, what you doing?
Is he okay if I link that?
That is perfectly acceptable.
Oh.
Done figured it out yet?
Okay.
That's what we done gone and did, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what you good noted did.
Oh, fucking hell.
Okay, so Dan now knows where we're from. Does Devin recognize this character?
I do.
Does Will recognize this character?
When do we have a sudden rain of arrows come down?
No, I don't recognize this character.
Somebody else could probably tell you now, since everybody else knows.
What have you done, Izzy?
I've made
Taken us to a world where it could have been so much more interesting if they'd taken a more interesting plot than animal transformation.
Okay.
Look, man, that movie that was like half a good movie. Okay.
Yeah, it was.
I have no idea what this movie
At
is.
least we have a chance to change our fate.
Okay. Will, this is Brave.
Okay. Gotcha. I haven't seen the movie, so I have no idea who that character is.
He's one
not
of
that great, honestly.
He's one of the three suitors. He fights like a fucking squirrel. Like
Again, it's half a good movie.
yes, it is half a good movie. Like, in any case, Basil, it is your turn.
Good news, I would actually recognize the accents around here as well.
Yes, you would.
So I'm down to one dominated Heartless. There's a dude who just slid past me and destroyed my other one, and where's everyone?
Everybody else is standing at a doorway fighting a Heartless that you have in sight.
All right. I guess I'll just send the Heartless to attack that one.
Okay, you can do that. Roll it.
Am I in range of movement though?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
They can move pretty... That doesn't hit.
Nope.
Anything you
Shadows are terrible.
Yes! Yes, they are. Would you like to do anything else with your second mental action?
I don't know. Would we say that talking would be anything? Like, I guess I technically still...
Talking is free.
Okay. Actually, technically, no, because I rode on it, so that's technically a physical action. I was about to say I could leap off, but...
I mean, you haven't had it...
Sorry?
No, because you were just riding on it would not constitute an action on your part.
Well, is Webby, near the back of the group or what?
She's on the Chocobo.
She's on the Chocobo.
So she's on
Yep,
top.
I'm riding the Chocobo into battle.
She's on top of the
Right.
Chocobo, technically.
My friend has made the comment, isn't this like a goofy Pluto situation going on?
Oh my god. Yes, it is.
Okay.
The
But,
anthropomorphic bird is riding the also
A
sentient
non-anthropomorphic bird.
but less anthropomorphic bird.
To be fair, of all the characters in Kingdom Hearts, Pluto knows exactly what's going on.
It's kind of messed up.
I'm going to, well, if it goes past Dr. Dog, I will, I'll jump off onto his shoulder as the Heartless passes him to go on the...
Okay, you can jump onto Dr. Boy. You can. Do you have a jump skill? Jump or climbing?
I do have climbing.
Okay, roll climbing.
Alright, so I have the skill, but do I still use the DX -5, or would that be if I had not taken the skill?
That's if you don't have it.
Okay, so in that case, I'll be rolling at a 0.
No. What is in the E column? What is the number? What is the number in E?
E is going to be 12.
Okay, so you have to beat a 12.
So wait, what's the negative numbers in D then? Or positive, isn't me?
If you put a point in it, that's the look at the top thing. That's the modifier. The total value is what you care about.
So what number is it modifying then? That's the part I got lost.
It modifies, let's see, in climbing's case, I believe it's your dexterity. So if you're untrained, it's a -10, and it just... I'll explain this sheet a little bit more in detail later, but just like...
Okay,
if you're trained, it's the E
mechanics
column.
later.
Yeah, if you're untrained, it's the F column. But in any case, you pass.
Okay.
So, Dr. Boy, you now have a mouse climbing up you.
Oh, hello.
Right, hello, old bean. Now what's next?
By the
Well,
way,
first,
it's your turn, by the way, Dr. Boy.
yes, I'm
What's
aware.
next?
Well, first, I pop the clip out of my gun, pull a fresh clip out of my hat, and pop it into the gun because I have to spend this turn reloading.
Okay.
My mind is blown.
Yeah.
That's not good. I don't want to suffer the psychic backlash.
Okay. It's the Heartless's turn. He's going to attack Webby again. He will succeed in attacking Webby.
I will try to parry.
Judo, I'm assuming?
I succeed.
Okay, nothing happens. It is now Webby's turn.
I attack the Heartless again.
Okay, it will try to
I
parry.
hit it this time.
It'll try to parry you. It fails.
Alright, then it's gonna take 11 damage from the Keyblade.
Yep, it pops and goes spiral. The heart goes spiraling up. You have one very worried child out front that is kind of shuddering away from the one remaining Heartless.
So there's only one Heartless left?
Yes, but it's under Basil's control.
Oh.
I'm going to say this is effectively the end of the combat tutorial for you guys.
Then I walk forward. I kind of look at Basil, looking at him for permission.
Oh! Get rid of it.
Oh, and I jump up and squash it.
Yeah. I'm not even going to make your roll. It just happens.
Choco drop!
Poof! Yeah, it looks like you let out a really nasty, dense, shadowy fart.
And Webby feels a very fine sense of satisfaction.
Are there any more of those things around?
I mean, there were sounds coming from the two other houses, but they've kind of gone quiet at this point. And, so there were two other houses immediately next to the ones that you were just in. Think of it like a square, whereas the... Here, let me just draw a picture real quick. Easy. So let's say this is the town. Street. Okay? This would be the doctor's workshop, kind of the first building at the edge of the street. You guys went in the house across the street. You heard noises in this house and this house. So I'm just going to mark these 2, 3, and workshop. There are other houses around here. You didn't really hear anything from them because they were kind of far away.
We should go check and make sure everyone else is okay and that there are no more of those monsters.
Lark!
As a side note, house number 2 is the one that other customer came out of. And he ran into house number 3.
Right, giant bird!
Okay.
I kind of look back, turn my head and look at you, and you sense like kind of like, all right, tone it down a little.
Okay, sorry.
Satisfied nod.
Okay. Also, besides the houses, you did hear stuff coming out from the workshop as well. So where are you guys going?
I'd want to check the other houses first.
Well, which one? 2 or 3?
3.
Okay. You guys gonna stick together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's everyone on the Chocobo.
Are you taking the small, very sad, crying child who was sitting outside of house 1 with you, or are you just gonna leave him there?
I pull a piece of fresh fruit out of my bag and kind of nudge it towards him.
Child gladly takes piece of fruit from strange large animal bird thing and bites into it.
I then kind of kneel down and kind of motion him towards my saddle.
Child will hop on.
I try to give as many emotions of comfort and like assurance as possible when he is on.
That I believe is a roll for.
Don't worry, we got this.
That's right. Empathy's not a skill; it's an advantage.
I didn't have the points for it, or I would have taken it.
Does anybody have anything along the lines of psychology?
I have oblivious, which is the opposite of that.
Okay. So we're just going to charge forward. So everybody's running into house 3?
Yep.
I'm taking care of the kid.
I mean, are you taking the kid with you, or are you staying out there?
I'm going to stay out here with him on me and
Okay.
just keep him safe.
Okay. So Webby's heading into house 3. Basil and Dr.
Yeah,
Boy.
I'll jump off of Chocobo and go into house 3.
Yep, I'm heading to house 3 as well.
Basil, where are you right now? You're on Dr. Boy, correct?
I'm still on Dr.
Dr. Boy. Dr. GD Boy.
Dr. Good Boy. All right. So the 3 of you head into the house.
I will be right back while you guys do this.
Okay.
Perception checks.
Pass.
Pass.
Hello? Is everybody okay in here?
You just kind of hear an exasperated sigh from upstairs, and you see that customer who was in Dr. Boy's shop earlier just kind of wandering around.
It's you!
Yeah, it's me. And to answer your question, no. Nobody's okay in this house.
What are these
Nobody's
things?
okay.
Sorry, what?
What are these things?
These creatures are called Heartless.
Heartless?
Beings without any sense of morality.
Is you breaking up a little bit?
No, he's just going to give you the essential what a Heartless is. Creatures born of the darkness within people's hearts, manifested into physical form. They're not to be taken lightly. The ones
That's spooky.
the ones that showed up here were not inherently strong. However, they do have a tendency of multiplying. They feed on the darkness in people's hearts, and darkness can easily come from fear and anger. which is something that they can just generate from being around, especially if you don't know what they are or how to fight them. And then from that darkness, if they end up ending someone, well, the person they end becomes one of them.
Whoa. So they're like zombies.
Don't be silly. There's no such things as zombies.
Is it you breaking up again?
Don't be silly. There's no such thing as zombies.
Right, of course.
He's just gonna kind of give you a weathering look.
Just like mummies and other stuff.
Yeah. Not on this world, anyway. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Wait, you said you also know about this being an other world?
Yeah. I figured all of you were not natives to this world.
Izzy, we lost you again.
Hold on, let me disconnect and rejoin. Is that any better?
So far.
Okay. Yeah, from the looks of you, none of you are natives to this world.
Yeah,
No,
but
certainly not.
I don't know how I got here. Do you know how I can get back to my world?
I don't know what world you're from.
Duckburg?
I don't know of any Duckburg. However, there's ways I can find out. You have a Keyblade.
Yeah, I do. I'm not sure how exactly, but...
Well, if you want, you can come back to my world with me.
I'm back. Did I miss anything?
You guys are getting an info up as to what the Heartless are, which, if you've played the games, you already kind of know. If you want, you can come back to my world. A newly awakened Keyblade wielder would be most welcomed. Do you and your friends, do you have the power of waking?
The what?
I'm going to take that as a no.
Fellow, I
Yeah,
believe
that's
she just
probably a
had
safe
to
bet.
figure out. She had to be explained what the Keyblade is. I don't think it's reasonable to expect she would know much beyond that.
Fair.
I don't suppose your world has ships capable of traversal.
Those are, in honesty, unnecessary. The reason you would use one of those ships is to travel between worlds that protect you from the darkness that is in the corridors and lanes between. If you have the power of waking, you don't need to fear that darkness. But in your case, if I was to take you back to my world, it would probably be... would not end well for any of you.
Mark?
So then how do we get back to our worlds?
And how did you get here?
I used the power of waking and I opened a portal.
I don't suppose you could bring materials if I gave you a list. I've built a traversal ship before. Unfortunately, this world is quite material poor.
I'm unfortunately in no position to be able to offer you materials. My world is not as generous as it used to be, especially for people like me. I'm sorry, where are my manners? My name is Nox. I am one of
Is
the...
that with a K or an N?
NOX. I am one of the locksmiths.
Nox the locksmith.
Mark?
I can't really explain it here, he says, kind of looking around. The walls have ears, as you'll soon find out. However, I'm not planning on leaving until I finish my business here. So in a day or two, if you want, I can come and return and see if we can find some way to get off of this world.
That would be most
That would
helpful.
probably be for the best.
Work.
Okay. If you'll excuse me, I have to go and check and see. There may be more Lux around here that needs collecting before it falls into the wrong hands.
Are you saying Lux? Out of character, are you saying Lux or Lux?
Lux, Lux.
Or
Yeah. Nox needs Lux and he makes Lux. Yeah, it's all a bit of a clusterfuck.
well, I just had a brief moment where I was wondering if he was looking for lucky emblems or something.
What's Lux?
In short, it is light energy. Can come from different sources, can be used as a power source.
So it's like electricity?
Not quite. It's different than that, and it often attracts creatures of darkness, and often through defeating them you can acquire some Lux, if you know how to, well, secure it before it fades away. It used to be a, well, again, more history will be revealed later, but let's just say it's more relevant now after the war than it was ever before.
I have so many questions for you.
In due time.
Okay, but you will help us get at least back to somewhere where we can find a way to get back to our worlds, right?
I'll do what I can. If none of you have the power of waking it and you can't find a ship, I would have to acquire more Lux than is beyond my capability to get you to where you need to go. But again, I'll see. There's a legend that there might be a great source of light nearby, and I need to go investigate that. Again, I can't say where. The walls have ears. But just stay on your toes. And be wary. And with that, he's going to kind of, give you all a respectful nod and then just kind of turn and head out.
Oh.
Everybody make me a perception check.
Pass.
Pass.
Pass. Pass by how much? What is your threshold of pass?
5.
0.
Pass by 6.
2?
No, by 4. By 4. I'm sorry.
3. Pass by 3.
Okay, so it seems as though Basil has the highest pass rate by.
Yo.
Okay, you do get one thing out of that, which is, there appears to be some movement in Dr. Boy's workshop.
Is anyone supposed to be in that building over there? Anyone?
That's back in the workshop, right?
It seems to have a sign up. Does it have a sign up front?
It doesn't have any sign.
Oh, so it just looks like something moving in a building to me?
Yeah. Especially, like, with you, it looks like someone is just kind of, pacing back and forth in front of one of the windows, a shadow very lightly cast through it.
That... Didn't most of the town evacuate? Who's that?
What building are they in?
That one over there.
It's clearly pointing at your workshop.
That's strange. No one should be in my workshop.
Oh, well, we should probably look into that then.
Indeed. Certainly hope we
Let's
don't
go
break
investigate.
anything.
I go to investigate
Okay.
and run across to the workshop.
Okay, you looking through the window, or are you just opening the door?
Opening the door, of course.
Of course you are. There is a man in there. Kind of pacing back and forth, and as he hears the door open, he turns and says, "About time! Do you have any idea how long..." You're not Dr. Boy.
Do I recognize this person?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
this is that customer of yours. The one
Oh.
who had the special order.
Yes, I was wondering when you might show up.
Well, I've been waiting here for almost an hour at this point. Where have you been?
You didn't see the
Not to
shadow
help.
creatures attack?
Yes, I did, and I disposed of the ones that were in here. I figured you would have kept better guard over your own workshop. Do you have my parcel?
Of course.
Thank you. Thank you.
Might I ask, I'm quite familiar with these sorts of systems. I don't suppose you know of a way to procure parts to build a similar ship.
An interesting proposition, you say? Or an interesting proposition you're making right there. Why? What would you plan on doing if you had access to more of these parts?
Well, quite frankly, I myself and several of these fine folks that I've actually just met today are from various worlds that have become stuck in one way or another. No doubt we'd all like to get back home, which unfortunately will also require figuring out how to navigate back to our various worlds.
Interesting.
I've constructed and piloted such a ship before. Unfortunately, mine was irreversibly damaged when I crashed here.
Crashed here, you say?
Yes, a couple months ago.
Ah, interesting. Irreversibly. I thought someone with your acumen, or from what I had heard with various technologies, would have been able to fix just about anything. Well,
It's
let me
hard when you don't have the necessary materials. Unfortunately, the core was badly damaged, and this world has very little in the way of the necessary equipment or even refined materials necessary to repair it.
I see. Well, very well. Do you have my parcel?
Of course. I will bring out his shiny and perfectly fixed up propulsion system.
Okay, question for you, Dan. Is it black and white?
No.
Okay. Okay.
No, only stuff that comes from my world will be.
Yeah, I wanted just to double check. It was worth asking.
Yeah.
Impressive craftsmanship.
Well, thank you.
Especially considering the tools you have at your disposal.
I do the best I can with what I have. It would be nice to get back to a world with some proper facilities.
Mm-hmm. Intriguing. I'm going to ask this now. Would anybody like a description of this guy?
Yeah, I'd like
Sure,
one.
why not?
Yeah.
Okay. This guy stands a little over 6 feet tall. He's got like a tight cropped haircut, blonde, and wears rounded glasses. His outfit is what you would expect a modern day businessman to wear.
And what would have been the name that he gave me?
He would just have given you his first name, Owen.
Okay.
As far as that, he wears a what appears to be a black 4-button suit with a red tie. And very clean, very neat. So, he's going to inspect your work and say, impressive. Now, I know we had arranged payment, but my employer had an alternative in mind for you if you're interested.
What might that be?
A business venture of sorts. If you want, I will leave the parcel with you until tomorrow morning. It's best to do this kind of thing in the daylight. And I will actually show you the proposal we have, if that works for you.
Well, I would certainly like to hear the proposal.
Excellent. In the morning, then.
Sure. Well, I'll keep this safe and tight for you.
Excellent. Oh, I do apologize about the mess, he's going to say as he turns and walks out.
Oh, not at all. Not at all.
Dan, when you walked in, you really couldn't notice a mess.
Yes, I was kind of like waving it off, like, oh yeah, I think I haven't. I'm sure I haven't even that much.
Yeah. So that's Owen for you guys. So the question is, what do you guys want to do now? You can look around the shop, you can just skip to morning, or you can continue wandering around the village. Sounds like somebody is typing rapidly.
That was me. I'm done.
Okay.
Yep. So I'll go back and move the propulsion system back to a safe place.
Okay. I'm just going to give this to you. As you wandered around, you're going to notice like just a light, small area charring in one of the corners of your room. Like the main shop area by the door.
Well, I can easily put a table in front of that.
No, it's just kind of like soot.
Oh.
Like as though something was like either burned or disintegrated right there by your door. Would anybody else like to do anything?
Nah, I'm good.
Oh, well, it looks like I'm not getting back to my home anytime soon.
Yep.
Dr. Boy, would you mind terribly if I stayed here for the night?
Oh, none at all. None at all. Please make yourselves at home.
Thanks.
I wouldn't want to turn you folks away. Certainly not
I
after.
kind of feel like a little bit of a fish out of water here.
Oh, I felt like that for the first few weeks. Of course, I'm also a dog, so I got some very weird looks from the locals.
Yeah, they do look kind of funny, don't they?
Oh, I got all sorts back on my world, but it is a little odd only seeing one type of person running around. At least until today.
All right. I am going to just fast forward you guys to morning. I don't want to cut RPing short, but it is getting kind of late. And I know some people gotta go to bed. So, following morning, Owen's probably going to literally knock on your door promptly as the first few rays of sunlight are, streaming through your window.
Good morning, my good sir.
Yes, Dr. Boy. Good morning. Please, if you will accompany me, we can conduct business. You may bring your compatriots as well if you wish.
Of course, and I'll kind of wave them all along.
Right this way, and he got you guys up. Like, this is early. Like, nobody else in the village has even stirred yet, especially after the events of last night. But he's actually going to kind of just like turn around and just kind of walk straight into the moors, like straight past House 1, going this way. If you'll please, this way. He's going to clasp his hands behind his back and just kind of walk, just like ignoring all the brush, easily dodging trees, ducking branches, and continuing forward at a good clip.
All right.
Are you guys all riding me?
I was just walking, but I could ride you if you want.
Oh, also, his outfit is different. Instead, it looks like he's wearing some kind of, like, flexible steel bodysuit. Instead of the normal...
Devin, I'm going to say you probably should ride me in most situations. At least sit on my head or something.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was actually thinking. Like, if there's a good, like, crest feathers or, like...
I have beautiful crest feathers, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, then yeah, I just kind of, like, find a spot between two of those where I can, like, kind of nest down and make that my perch.
Yep, I'm fine with that.
So as you guys are walking behind Owen, he's going to be just kind of talking. You'll have to understand my current predicament. I was actually sent out to test a couple of prototypes. Unfortunately, they failed, but thanks to you, I was able to get the important data back to my employer. He's most intrigued by this, and when I told him about you, he was even more fascinated. which is why he suggested we work out this alternative to payment, potentially going in as business partners.
Certainly. Well, what would that entail exactly?
Well, for starters, your payment. And as he takes another step forward, he's going to kind of like pull a bunch of, high reeds and pull it back. And in front of you, you are going to see a ship. Not quite like what you had built, but very similar. Obviously, the design is slightly different. This is our multi-world transporter, MWT for short. Unfortunately, was rather failed in its warping capabilities, which is what we were testing, as well as its navigation. I had to scuttle most of it, but the miniaturized propulsion system that you have provided me should allow me to get back to my world with the relevant data. However, the rest of this ship I can't salvage because I can't carry it back. But if you have use for it, my employer would like to offer this as payment. It seems like it would just be a waste to leave it here. And you seem to have a kind of mechanical knack for fixing things. I will tell you the navigation systems have been completely torn out. I'm using those to get home, and he's going to hold up his wrist, and there's a little panel display on his forearm built into his suit. So you will probably have to repair that or start building a star map from scratch. However, the majority of the propulsion systems outside of what I had you miniaturize for me are still in working order, as is the life support system.
Well, that's certainly quite a bit to get started with.
Yes, my employer only wishes that should our paths cross again, you allow him to merely look over your designs for the ship and potentially monetize them. That way we may both turn a profit.
Oh, I don't see any particular problem with that.
Excellent, excellent. Well, until we meet again, enjoy your payment, and I look forward to seeing you in the future. And don't worry, if you can't find us, we will most assuredly be able to find you. Also, if anybody wants to make social roles, you should be saying, "I want to do that," and roll
I'm
them.
gonna make an observation roll on him, as I've been watching him this whole time.
Sure.
Succeed by 3.
Okay.
By 3.
Okay, so observation is the skill of watching people without them really noticing you, which in this case he's probably going to just write you off, so I'll give it to you.
Exactly. That's the idea.
Yeah. As far as like you don't really get what his motives are or anything. It seems like he is actually just relaying the wishes of somebody else. That said, from what you're watching him as, his posture, how he moves, how he is addressing people, you would expect someone with almost like a militaristic background or a very strict upbringing. Like, this is the kind of guy who, dots all of his I's, crosses all of his T's, uses perfect penmanship, will not overlook details.
All right. Got it.
Anybody else have anything they want to throw at this?
Detect lies.
Roll it.
Yeah, I'll do a detect lies too.
My skill for that is somewhere over here.
I succeed exactly.
Okay. Basil, what do you succeed by?
3.
3. Okay. Okay. So he's not lying, and everything he has said thus far is true. However, Basil, you do get the sense that when he says to our mutual benefit, he does think that his employer will get more benefit out of this deal or any deal, assuming Dr. Boy is able to fix this ship.
Not to be not terribly surprised with someone who looks like he's a very business-like individual.
Yeah. But otherwise, he has not told any actual lies. Except for the part where he has said it was a pleasure working with you.
Oh.
Well, considering we barely actually interacted, apart from him dropping off the parts, I guess that's not unreasonable.
Yeah.
But in any case, I will crack my paws. Let's get to him.
Mm-hmm. Good luck. He is going to hit a couple of buttons on his arm panel. A helmet is going to kind of like pop up from the neck piece and surround his head. And the propulsion system he is now wearing on his back like a jetpack, and he's just going to kind of fly off. And right as he's about to, go too far off into the distance, up in the atmosphere, you're going to kind of see like a black spot appear and him disappear into it.
I must study that suit someday.
In any case, this is effectively where we are going to be wrapping. To tie this together with a bow, with your advantages, Dan, and the parts you have back at your shop, you will easily be able to get this thing up and in a flyable fashion in a day, maybe a little less. Which, conveniently enough, is exactly the amount of time you would need, plus change, for Nox to show back up.
Well, isn't that convenient?
Convenient. Almost railroady, I'd say.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh, for reference for the rest of the group, it didn't really come up because we weren't in the workshop all that much, but large portions of the workshop are made up of the remaining pieces of my crashed. Pretty much everything workable I could salvage, because the tech level here is low.
Yeah. There was a little bit of RP stuff that I was going to take care of before you guys took off. I can give you the spark notes of it if you guys want it. Otherwise, it depends. Who still wants to go for a little bit? Otherwise, this is
I have to go. I'm sorry.
No problem, Lex. That's why I'm recording. That's why I'm asking.
Sure. I gotta run, guys. I'm sorry.
No worries.
All right.
Sorry it ran late, man.
It's all good. I can't wait to listen to their session for tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly we're already best party. So.
We are already best party. All right. Good night, everyone.
Night.
Good night.
Good night.
Alrighty. So, for those of you that remain, first thing that's going to happen is as a lot of the remaining villagers are going to see you moving large stuff of your sorceress stuff out of your house and off into the woods. Oi there, Dr. Boy! What kind of witchcraft are you planning on pulling out there in the moors?
Oh, we're just oh fuck it, building a flying machine.
A flying machine, he says. What kind of crazy nonsense would this be?
Well, you'll probably see sometime tomorrow, I reckon.
Excellent. We'll definitely need it in the upcoming battle.
Oh, yes, you've mentioned that a couple of times. What battle was this again?
Alright, we gotta go teach those northern critins not to mess with us. Dingwall forever! And then you just hear a bunch of cheers from the nearby tavern. Dingwall forever!
Yes, Dingwall. Yes, I'm sure it would be quite handy.
Yep. actually, as you're doing that, wee Dingwall and even his father, who has never set foot in your shop before, is going to be showing up, and the Lord is going to be saying, "The boyo tells me you've been making some impressive weapons for him, and he chopped down and he made a new path through the moors to a fantastic treasure. Is that true?"
Did he actually chop down a path to the ship?
Not to the ship. He went this way. You have no idea.
Treasure?
You have no idea what he's talking about.
I saw him ride by during the battle. I don't know of anything about a treasure. Might we go take a look?
He said it was the ancient runes left here by the ancestors. It's a sign of good luck. We will be victorious in the upcoming war. So he has.
There's going to be a war?
Yes, there's going to be a war. We've been building up for it. We Dingwall has been.
Who's
Uh-oh.
the war with?
The other two clans.
No, the Northerners. The Bear King has said all of the clans must unite on a common front against the Northern folk. And we were
I should not tell him.
and we were hoping to have a great advantage. And I've been told that the weapons you've been making might just give us the edge we need.
Well, I've certainly been happy to support you over the couple of months. You've been very generous, giving me a place to set up shop and all.
Excellent, excellent. We expect you to be able to outfit all of our men before the coming battles. 10,000 strong.
Doctor, I'm not quite sure this is really the best thing with.
Oh, it's quite alright. It takes quite a bit of time to do things like that anyway, so we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Oh. Very well, but all the same, I'd appreciate if you didn't. Quick question, are we in the past or in just some kind of alternate reality?
Well, technically just an alternate world, since the time kind of continues in all worlds at the same pace as far as at least as far as my limited studies have shown. But, of course, depending on the world, technology progresses at very different rates and can be at various points.
Save your sorcerer's jabble for now. We need you, so will you do it there, Doctor? I'm told they have a powerful sorcerer on their side as well, and we're going to need the likes of ye.
Really? That's the first I've heard of a sorcerer on their side.
On the northern side, very secretive and mysterious. We did not know not about him, but then apparently the MacGuffin clan told us that he went and erased an entire castle from the land with a single wave of his hand.
Interesting. Might I take a look at these good luck runes?
He's just going to help yourself.
This sounds interesting.
Is everybody going with him?
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh crap! What the hell is that place called? I'm blanking because I'm getting tired. Stonehenge. You guys, you guys effectively find a bunch of rocks that clearly did not start at the top of this hill. That are arranged in a very strange design.
Ooh! I know this. This is Stonehenge.
What? That's such a lousy name for a place like this. This is the.
Well, I mean, they just named it after the fact that it's a henge, which basically means circle, and it's made out of stone.
What kind of strange creature are ye?
A girl?
This is a shrine. This is a shrine, so that the spirits of the forest are appeased by our presence here and provide good luck to the entire village.
Cool. I have to write this down. Where can I need something to write with.
Can type a note in
I
yourself.
pull a pen and a notepad out of my hat.
Oh, thank you. Okay. All right, now tell me all about it.
I just did.
Right, but tell me more. There's got to be more.
I'm not repeating myself last. That's all there is to it.
Really?
Really?
Oh well, this is still amazing. Oh, I can't wait to show Scrooge. Speaking of that, Dr. Boy, do you think you can that ship can get us back to our worlds?
Theoretically, yes. I mean, once the repairs are done, we'll have to probably have to go to a waypoint and actually get enough information to map out where the various worlds are. But given enough time, I don't see why not.
Whew, okay. I was worried that I'd be stuck here for a long time.
No, I mean the theory of the ship is sound. If it's anything like the model, it appears to be in as good a working order as the one that I had. Obviously, I'll have to work on the landing system a little bit, but that's not too hard to fix.
Okay, well, I'm not that great with machines or anything, but just let me know if you need any help.
Certainly, I can always use more pack mules. I mean assistance.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do here?
It's now my headcanon that my assistants were literal mules.
Yes, I want to climb on every single stone in the henge.
You can do that. Make me a perception check.
I pass.
By
By 4.
Okay. You climb on all the stones.
Yeah, do we notice anything odd about this other than it literally being Stonehenge?
Again, does anybody want to roll some kind of perception skill?
Can I roll archaeology?
You may roll archaeology.
I'll just roll straight perception.
Devin, you got anything you want to roll?
Pass.
I passed archaeology by 1.
I'm going to guess that since this has nothing to do with criminology or anything like that, Basil's just going to have no idea.
Probably. You can still roll straight perception if you want.
Bah!
That looks pretty good.
Okay. So,
Why is that the best roll I got?
how much did you pass by?
Well, I beat a 15.
9.
9.
Holy shit. Okay. Okay, so in order, Dr. Boy, you notice that Webby is climbing over everything on Stonehenge. Kind of disrespectfully too. Webby, you notice as you're climbing all over it that, you know, there are in fact ruins on some of the stones. Not all of them, but some specifically. You've never quite seen these particular runes before. Basil.
I wonder if this is some kind of ancient dialect of Scottish or something.
That'd be Gaelic, my dear.
Basil.
Duh, of course, Gaelic.
What would I see?
2 things that besides what everybody else is seeing. First thing, off in the woods, you see a little blue glowing flame. It's not lit on anything, it's just kind of dancing beside a tree trunk.
Okay. And you said there were 2 things, or is that...
Yeah, well, that's the thing. The thing is, as it notices that you are seeing it, it kind of just spins in a circle and just kind of fades. The second thing you notice is that there is another pair of eyes on the 3 of you. You didn't notice it at first, but from your current vantage point, Over the reeds, you do notice that there is a individual up high in one of the trees, kind of just watching all of you from around a corner, wearing a how do I describe this? A blue cloak of sorts with a purplish scarf covering the bottom half of their face, and a mask in the shape of a snake covering their eyes and nose.
Okay.
Not doing anything, just watching you all.
Anything usual? Eyes look.
The mask covers the eyes. It's like it's
okay.
like a metal mask that comes down from their forehead and covers everything up to their nose.
Okay. Well, first I'll probably lead with. Someone was saying that this area is frequented by spirits. Yes.
Who are you asking this to? Because you three are the only one left here.
Well, the local
I'll
superstitions,
ask the doctor since he was with them earlier.
Oh, yeah, the locals have all sorts of bizarre superstitions for spirits and such, although I suppose, given our current predicament, I can't say they're all bunk.
Well, I believe are they will-o'-the-wisps? Are those the blue flame things?
Yes.
Will-o'-wisps?
I believe I just saw one on the edge of the clearing.
Really? Let me see.
Well, it's gone already. It noticed that I saw it and it disappeared, but
Aw, darn.
and I'll try to whisper as quietly as I can to the doctor since I'm riding on him right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or is the Chocobo with us?
The Chocobo is probably still asleep.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna kind of whisper in Dr. Dog's ear. We seem to have an observer of our party. They're wearing a very particular mask, makes them look reptilian, I believe it is. Is there any sort of concern that we should have on this matter? Actually, you know what? Hang on.
Yes, there is stuff you can. There is stuff you can roll for this.
Can I use psychometry on?
On the what?
Psychometry on the outfit they're. Pick up on things like they're trying to make themselves look fearsome. They're trying to make themselves look like a particular animal.
Sure. Roll me IQ. Which. Okay, so that's a pass.
I'm just trying to remember.
Okay, so you can't really. So as far as this outfit, it's definitely not meant to intimidate. If they wanted it to be intimidating, clearly there would have been, more feral features. Especially because the mask is clearly that of a snake, but yet it doesn't have any sort of fangs. As far as the actual outfit, it looks the kind of outfit that's light and breezy. The kind of thing you would often see a traveler wearing. Not like it keeps you cool in the summer and warm in the winter kind of thing. So at worst, this person appears to just be watching you, but it doesn't seem as though they have any intention of getting closer. You almost feel kind of like a prey being stalked by a predator, but you're not sure if the intention to ever actually follow through and cause harm is there.
Okay. Well, I don't suppose there's much to worry about then. Well, It's a neutral, but I'll just take note of it and make sure I don't forget.
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay, is there anything else you guys wanted to do with the information you have? Or do you just want me to time skip quickly?
I think that's pretty much it. Just gotta get to work on the ship at this point.
Okay.
So we can't exactly investigate the other sorcerer on the other side of the world, so...
No, you can't. Okay, so you're gonna get to work on the ship. Basil, who are you sticking with? Webby or the doctor? And Webby, where are you gonna be?
Well, what is Webby playing?
Yeah. Webby? Will?
I was just gonna help prepare the ship however I can.
Okay, so all three of you are gonna be in the ship. Basil, the only thing you're gonna notice... Hold on. Yeah, okay. That person who's been watching you from up in the trees will always keep at a distance, but is always going to keep you guys in line of sight. And at times...
Okay, hang on.
At times, she will, disappear from your line of sight, but since you know she's there and are actively looking for her, you'll eventually be able to find her again.
But I know that she's following us?
Not necessarily following you, but watching you. She's probably not moving, she's still probably staying, in town or even standing. You might see her, while you're working on the ship, she might be standing on top of one of the buildings, just kind of watching you.
Well, let me rephrase that. When we were walking back to town from the Stonehenge, I could see that she was following us, yeah?
She was still up in that same tree because she had a clear view of you guys while you were walking into town.
Okay.
But yes, it looked like she was turning towards you guys.
I'm going to, at some point, because I can tell that she's, in for long haul watching.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to use stealth to see if I can get close to this person.
Okay. Roll me stealth.
Just to check, do I get any kind of advantage because of size?
You do have a bonus to size, or rather, it is a penalty for her to see you from size.
Okay. Let's see. So, skills at 13. Oh, come on.
Mm-hmm. So, by the time you scurry to the whereabouts she's not there.
All right.
Alrighty. With that said, Dr. Boy, you're going to be able to fix the
Oh,
Yep.
what kind of investigation role skill could I use to see if she left any tracks or anything like that, or imprints from moving around?
That would be survival.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why, do you have something else in mind? You can make a suggestion and I can say yes or no.
I'm mostly thinking criminology.
If you want to roll criminology, you may.
Actually, would it be criminology or forensics, do you think, in terms of being able to...
What are you trying to get out of it? Because they're two different things.
Basically, if I can pick up something if they jump down from the building, if they left any tracks, what kind of shoes they're wearing, and stuff like that.
Sure. Go with forensics.
Okay. Which I have at 16.
Cool. Roll it. Succeed by 4. Okay. So this person, when you get to the spot where they were, this person was clearly wearing some kind of soft-soled shoes. You can tell because there's barely any trace of where they were standing.
Okay.
And it seems like when they were watching you, their feet were kind of rooted in place, they weren't moving around a lot. You can easily deduct that was to, minimize any sound that they would make.
Seems we have someone who knows what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. That said, you're not sure exactly where they went from that mount to get away from you, because you're looking around, you don't see any footsteps, you're looking on the ground as maybe they jumped down from the tree. There's no imprints on the ground, which a jump from that height would have left something. There's nothing in any of the nearby trees. They just seem to have vanished.
Well, when you've eliminated most of the possible, I mean, I did come to this world through a corridor of darkness of some kind. Well, time to table this and get back to the workshop, I suppose.
Alrighty. So, back in the workshop, I'm just going to say you guys have finished the ship because, Dan, you don't need to roll for that.
All right.
And a few hours afterwards, Knox was going to show back up. And say, alright, I figured I'd just stop by and say farewell before I exit this world.
Farewell before what?
Before I exit this world. I'll see if I can find some way to get you guys out of here.
Oh, well, actually, we were able to find a mostly usable ship out in the woods that needed some fixing. So, I fixed it.
Yeah, he is not able to hide his surprise. How did you manage that? I was only gone for 2 days. It's not like ships just fall out of the sky.
Oh, Dr. Boy's
my.
really good at fixing stuff, apparently.
More importantly, I've worked this sort of thing before. Yeah, as it happened, I had a gentleman from who I realized was from another area, who was other world rather, who needed help with a propulsion system, and he paid me with the ship. I didn't know he was going to pay me with the ship until he came yesterday evening.
Interesting. Despite the worlds all being separated now, it seems like more and more people are able to traverse between them. All right.
It's a fascinating field.
Well, shall we? I'll be able to explain more once we get back to my world. But again, I can't explain much here. You never know who's listening in.
Oh, absolutely. I still have so many things I need to ask you.
Yeah, as long as you can give me the coordinates for the computer, we shouldn't have any problem getting there.
I can do even better than that. Just get us into the atmosphere.
Will do.
Okay, are you guys going to say goodbye to any of the villagers, or are you just going to kind of take off?
I mean, I'm sure that as we're leaving, that one guy who's always giving me shit will be like, blah 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 or whatever.
The sorcerers he really did it! The sorcerer made the flying machine! We're sure to win now! And then you just kind of like hit hit velocity and just like break the atmosphere and just be like, Lodi!
Bye, Felicia.
As soon as you guys break the atmosphere, Nox is just gonna be like, well, you are all certainly are a motley crew. And,
Oh, right. None of you actually know how to crew one of these ships, do you? We'll have to work
Not
on
a clue.
We'll have to work on that.
yeah, most of the edges of space, this is back in the Heartless domain, because they thrive in the darkness. So if you're ever just traveling around without a warp gate, it's dangerous. However, if you have someone who knows how to unlock the corridors of darkness and have a ship like this, you don't need to worry about having the power of waking to keep you safe. With that said, he's going to hold out his hand, and a blue-hilted keyblade is going to appear in it, and he's going to point it directly in front of the ship. And a portal is going to open up. Head on through.
You have a keyblade too.
It's more impressive that you have one. There's not many that are manifesting anymore. But all that'll be explained later.
Into the wormhole.
You guys will travel through the wormhole, and at the other end, it's a quick trip, but you do notice that there are several Heartless that go streaming by. And, well, yeah, you can't even shoot them because traveling through the corridors of darkness accelerates the speed you guys go from one area to another. And as soon as you guys exit the wormhole...
Can I just stare out the window in amazement for the entire trip?
You may do so.
I do so.
I suppose that answers the question if those creatures need to breathe or not.
They don't. You guys will end up in the world, or at the outskirts of the world of... Let's see if I can pronounce this correctly. Scala ad Cielum. It is a bluish world with lots of clouds, and as you're making your approach, you're going to notice there's 2 sections to this world. The first section is that there are literally floating parts of the city, large buildings and castles that are very high above the ground level. However, Nox is going to look at you as you're piloting the ship and say, "Best avoid those. Set it down over there, Daybreak Town." Or as we've now all come to affectionately call it, Daybroken Town. And he points to the city far beneath the floating buildings, which is looks like a shell of a city, mostly left in ruins.
If you say so.
But still,
what is up there anyway?
I'll explain to you once we get to safety. And that's for next time, guys.
Okay.
2 things about the ship, which I will just give you now so you can make note of it, Dan.
Okay.
Whenever you go to a new world, the navigation system you've installed will map the stars around it and try to make a more complete picture the more places you go. If you warp from one place to another, it's like you're throwing a puzzle piece on, but you're not sure what it connects to.
Okay.
You can fly around in normal space. That's just dangerous, because the Heartless that were zipping by when you went through the corridors of darkness kind of just sit and linger and can attack in normal space.
I would imagine Nox is not going to be with us the entire trip.
No. He's going to give you information, and if you guys ever need to come back for something, he'll be around. But he's got his own stuff he needs to deal with.
That's a good question. What kind of weapon systems does this ship have on it?
You have the most basic form of blaster on a ship. A very low rate of fire, pretty low damage.
You have a fire G.
Exactly.
We'll need to work on that.
I was actually debating letting you guys have access to like the Kingdom Hearts 2 gummy ship maker and telling you, here's the parts you have access to. Here's the amount of cost you can have, build a ship.
Fortunately, with my Gadgeteer specialty, I can upgrade the ship for a lot cheaper than it would normally be.
Yeah, but it's again, it's not even upgrading it. It's finding the raw materials. Because while you can find the most basic forms of gummy ships, or gummy...
Can't we just fly around and shoot asteroids?
Not in this setting. But yeah, so hope you guys had a good time.
Absolutely.
I'm going... So,
I love it.
Yeah, so as far as... Dan would know about this because he's played games with me before where we both played. So normally at the end of a session... I'll do a couple of things. I'll award XP. I will ask what you've learned. And then I will give you guys access to a vote. Hence why one of the things in the Discord channel is the vote. So I'll ask a question and you guys all vote for somebody who is not yourself that was in the session with you. And that's how XP is going to be awarded. Everybody gets a base set. If you answer a question, which will normally be, what did your character learn? What did you, the player, learn? How did your character grow in any way? Or what are you hoping to learn next time? In any combination, if you answer those questions, you'll get a bonus XP, and then the vote will give you an additional bonus 1 XP. If that makes sense. So... you guys do have the chance to make quite a bit. I'm not going to award any for this session because it was the tutorial. But I'll probably end up doing multiple votes at the end of session 1. One exclusively for you 4, one exclusively for the other group, and then one for all 7 of you together.
Right.
Alrighty.
But that said, that is the end of session 0. Again, hope you guys had a good time. I know Combat Online can get a little grindy, but I was trying to keep it at a brisk pace. And, yeah, next Wednesday we will pick it up with you guys landing in Skalda al Cielum in Daybreak Town. And Well, Nox can give you a little bit of information, and then you guys can decide what you want to do next.
Kick it.
So,
Sounds good. Thank you for running, Izzy.
you're very welcome.
All right.
With that, I am going to stop the recording. So, and, yep, call it a day.